think that's pretty insane.
What?
Yeah, I guess it's like an anti-monarch measure, but I don't really see that being good. I do think that Notion Thief is pretty uniquely powerful against the Tundra decks, but I don't think it's like necessary or anything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how our matchup is versus them since I cut that, but like Pyroblast is still insane versus them, and I think even more now than ever, you have to be able to kill their Narset like ASAP because it just shuts down so much of your deck.
Yeah, that's definitely something that's more relevant now than it was before. I think this deck is probably stronger against the 3-mana Planeswalkers than other decks just because of Punishing Fire. You can like gun them down pretty easily. But
you do have Abrupt Decay.
Yeah, that too.
Yes, I do have mismatched Pyroblasts. I wish I could claim it was for science, but honestly, it's just what the bot gave me.
No, it's for science. You got to know which one's the Notion Thief.
I know. This was the Notion Thief before, though, so we can go with that. And this was the Diabolic Edict, except it does exactly the same thing. So, I guess it doesn't technically exactly do the same thing, but it's pretty damn close that I'm not going to worry about it.
I mean, it insulates us against Surgical, which I have had Depths players board in against me before. I don't think it's good, but it's happened.
My last week I 5-0'd with... I ran the 10-0 last Tuesday with Grixis Delver. So, let's see if we can match that. Probably won't. Probably I'll play poorly. But, you know, that's okay too, right?
Am I supposed to be here to watch the world burn and make fun of you first when you mess up, or do you want me to tell you if you're about to?
You can do either way. I would slightly prefer you tell me when I'm about to mess up, but honestly, I'm not the boss of you, you know?
Yeah, I can just be here for moral support.
Yeah, so I'm going to Kansas tomorrow. I played 15 matches with my standard deck, which is not a lot, but honestly, like, I feel like there's massive diminishing returns playing with any deck in standard anyways.
I think if you don't have Teferi or Frenzy in your deck, you're probably making a mistake, but I'm not confident.
Yeah, I mean, I assume you would just register Godless Shrine, Hallowed Fountain forever.
Yeah, I didn't do the MCQ actually, and I definitely regretted it, but I mean, part of that was me just losing, but I do think that I will probably be playing Esper Hero at the Invitational.
Nice. With 4 Elite Guard Mage or not?
Undecided. I've been testing mostly with Martin Mueller's list, but...
I saw that list. I think it's actually pretty smartly built. Having no, like, you don't lose tempo by getting your 3-drop shocked anymore.
Right.
So, like, that was the 4 Basilica Bellhaunt deck, right?
Yeah, it has 4 Bellhaunt, 4 Hero as the only creatures. It's like very close to just an Esper control deck. He like boards out Hero a lot, which like makes you into like basically a full Esper control deck after board, which obviously I enjoy because usually I play Esper control. I was also experimenting with a build that does the same thing but in reverse, where it just has Heroes in the sideboard.
I saw a build like that. I don't remember who was playing it, but
I think there was a list like that in the MCQ top 16.
Yeah, that's what I said. All right, we have a match playing against Pegajusis. This looks like a hand that I'm supposed to keep.
Not keep. You got mana sources, you got powerful cards, you have ways to not die. The trick to these 4-color or 3-color blue mid-range decks is just not dying. Like, usually you have so much inevitability.
Yep.
Hype Rion. Yeah, the biggest weakness is definitely the mana base. If you compare my list to Strifo's list, I think the biggest change that I made that I enjoyed was cutting all the double black cards from the deck. They just felt like such a liability and just not worth. Like, they are powerful sometimes, but I didn't find they were powerful enough or powerful often enough to warrant having to fetch double black often.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. Oh, we're playing against some Eldrazi bullshit, I guess, but we'll find out. This is a Chalice.
Honestly, I'm pretty close to not fighting over this.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. The,
So we
the
have
one.
we have like 3 hard outs to that card in our deck. Game 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I think I would just let it happen.
I think so. It's gonna suck if they cavern as a follow-up, obviously, but whatever.
Yeah, Cavern sucks. It also sucks that they have like some.
Okay,
some
well.
We got instantly paid off.
Alright, so I'm just gonna play Tarn Go, I think, to insulate myself versus Wasteland.
Yep.
So the other thing about these 3 to 4 color decks is you really need to get 3 lands to stabilize your mana base. So it's like Eldrazi, Displacer, bullshit, probably.
Yeah, this is usually pretty good for us.
I agree. This is like probably one of the best cards in the matchup.
We hear the Grove Baleful Strix combo.
Alright, so just say go. Probably Decay the Chalice EOT, untap, play, Ponder, but it depends on what we draw. If it's a Smasher, do you force it?
Yeah, I think that this is going to end up doing a little too much damage for us not to force it. If we were guaranteed to be able to play the Strix, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
But this could end up doing like 14 to us, which would be way too much, I think.
I think I'm going to pitch the Dack, but how do you feel about that? You could also
Yeah.
get case for
Yeah,
Leovold.
It's one of those two for sure. Them being white, are they a Stoneforge deck? I don't think so, right? They're probably just taxing with their white mana.
It's close. They could have Stoneforge, but I think it's mostly for Displacer Containment Priest, if I remember correctly. I'm just going to force pitching Dack.
Yeah, I like that. Leovold is like not the worst body to get into play. It's good against Thought-Knots here, actually. You actually draw a card off both triggers.
Also, good versus Wasteland is a big deal as well. Like,
Yes,
that's not irrelevant. So I have to get C here, right? Yeah.
You need a black source for this Decay, and you need a blue source for the Ponder. Also, the fact that we already have a duel in play means like the best way to play around Wasteland is actually fetching more duels.
Yep.
You need to leave with Ponder first.
Yeah. Hope to find another land, obviously. Pretty sure I should shuffle, but what do you think?
Yeah, I think keeping this is too much of a liability against Wasteland. And the Brainstorm doesn't actually dig us any deeper. Alright,
that's very bad, but I think we're not in bad shape yet. If they waste us here, oh shit.
That is definitely unfortunate.
Well, they didn't float 2. I mean, if they play nothing here, it's not even that bad, right? I mean, it's not great. Shit. Alright.
I mean, as long as we're doing nothing, this isn't the worst. Well, we definitely need to draw a mana soon.
Ah, they had the cavern all along, except they just drew it.
So also they didn't just draw it, but they got greedy with their Smasher. Alright.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna Thoughtseize them, right?
Yep.
And hope to draw a blue source to play. Oh, wow, their hand sucks. Okay. And I guess we'll take Trained Armadon beats for a while.
Leovold Strix is pretty good against its placer.
It's true. I mean, I do need to draw a blue source, but I have a bunch of those. Crocus.
Leovold less good against Caracas. So that's a lot of that.
Do you want to just Deluge for 3 to save life points?
I think you have to. I think it's a little bit too proud not to. Especially considering like we don't have an actual removal spell, so we're kind of banking on the Strix to block, and they can just out-tempo us. They don't really care about us drawing cards.
Oh, they had the Wombo combo. Fortunately, that card is not terribly good versus us. Ooh, okay. So now what?
Excellent. So you can either fetch another Underground Sea or a basic island. I think I would opt to get a basic island. I'm more concerned about losing our blue source than our black source.
Right. That makes sense because we still have a cantrip behind as well.
Yeah.
Do you want to play Strix? Or we
Yeah, I think we need to. You can't play Leovold because of Caracas.
Oh, right. Of course. That makes sense. Maybe we'll draw Punching Fire. That would be the perfect draw.
It would be the perfect draw.
Well, that's fine too, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, so did they play the planes I knew about?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, they did. So they have 2 unknowns. Probably, like, one of them is... This looks like a Thought-Knot to me. Okay. Oh, that's not great.
It's not the worst. It's only getting in 2 points of damage. You just need to find. Oh wait, we don't get it back.
Right? No. This is what I was referring to. This is a combo.
Okay. That's pretty bad for us then.
Do I brainstorm looking for? So if I brainstorm into punching fire.
Yeah, I think you need to brainstorm. Everything else is too bad against the onboard. You could unsummon, but it just dies, so we're in the same spot next turn. It gets us 1 card deeper though, but I don't think that's worth it.
Shit.
Ooh, you're dead.
Well, I'm gonna put a fetch.
Well, yeah, we can fetch and play Strix and try to find a punishing fire.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put
or an edict.
This back, probably.
No, I would keep the Jace. The Jace is the best card for
okay,
if we end up turning the corner. I would get rid of the Inquisition, it's not doing anything, and probably the Leovold, honestly.
Just keep all the lands? Yeah, okay. Alright, that makes sense. Obviously this kind of sucks because we actually took too long to find a blue source, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is, if that blue source came in turn earlier, I think we were actually a massive favorite, but... I fetched another island because I think it's safe to do so. Ooh. I'm just going to kill it now, obviously, because I have to.
Yes.
No Smasher!
We can still be in this. We can kill
Not if we get Smasher because I die, but... Alright, that's fine.
A little annoying, but still okay. They're going to get in 3 points here. They are.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, like, that's probably correct for them to do so as well. Like...
Yeah.
I would just abandon all hopes of card advantage for them and just try to kill me.
Oh, that is a big draw.
So I snap Decay main phase, play a land, say go. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, we die to that.
Why? I snap Decay on the Displacer, right?
Oh, sure.
So I don't die to that. Obviously, it's going to be super annoying because I have Thalia, Caracas, but I think that's the correct play. I can't play any of these fetches. Playing Jace does nothing, so I have to snap Decay.
Yep, I'm curious you're right. Thalia is proving to be slightly annoying, but...
Yeah, whatever, like, I hope to... Actually, I guess it's going to be really annoying, right? Because, like, it can just attack through all my stuff forever.
Well, you can just time walk it every turn for 4 mana.
Yeah, but the problem is at some point, like, we'll probably lose to that, right?
Yeah. Well, we just need to draw, like... I mean, you could just chump block it, and then you could try to double punishing fire it.
Yeah, that costs a lot of mana, though, right? That costs, like, 6 to double P-fire.
I mean, the real game plan here is to be able to get to a spot where we can play Jace and turn the corner that way. So that's probably going to involve like chumping this turn into chumping next turn and then killing it on end step and playing Jace on an empty board.
Yeah, it's going to be super annoying, but I have to actually hope they brick off forever. Should I block with Strix or Snap?
Snap.
Yeah.
Better to take command back.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's also better if they draw like a thick creature that we want to block with Strix.
That's true. Alright. Step 1, they didn't draw anything, it looks like. Obviously, we're returning the P-Fire. What's up, Tannen? Hope you're having a good one. Should I Jace this? Ooh, actually, that's pretty good. Right? Like... Is there any reason to play lands out?
Yee.
No, I think. I don't have any life gain in my deck, right?
Not game 1, no.
Alright, so I think playing this land out doesn't seem like it does much for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Playing the Jace out seems mildly risky, but maybe I can't beat it.
Playing Jace, you're just unsummoning.
Is that better than just like K commanding?
It gets the Jace into play, and then you can untap and you can brainstorm the next turn.
Okay, I actually am probably supposed to do this.
Yeah. It's worth noting that if this was going to be our play, we probably should have thought about this on their end step. I think I wouldn't have returned Punishing Fire. Because we've just exposed it to a Thought here.
That's actually a great point. I didn't think about it until now, which is the wrong time to think about it, but guess I could have bluffed Murderous Cut. Maybe I was supposed to, but whatever. It's too hard to think about everything.
Yeah, definitely a lot going on.
Alright, they didn't EOT Priest, so I'm okay with that. Oh no, not Thought Knot, not Thought Knot, not Thought Knot. Damn. You caught it, bro. Why did you do that?
Pretty bad for us.
So on my turn, I'm actually going to bounce it with Jace. I think. Unless if you don't think that's right. Whoa, what the hell?
Wow.
That has to be wrong.
Yeah, that seems crazy.
Unless if they play a Crocus. Okay, alright. Less wrong now. Alright. Let's draw something good. Well, should I lead off by bouncing their Seer with Jace?
The problem with doing that is that it kind of forces us, like, they're going to be able to nab the Snapcaster or the K command with the ETB again if we do that.
So I guess I could just Brainstorm. Bouncing Athalia I think is not very good because I'm planning to use K command to do that.
Yeah, I think I like brainstorming. I think we need to take a risk here. I think we're gonna end up losing too valuable of a resource by bouncing Thought Knot, and I would just leave her as a substead to a removal spell instead.
For what's
I don't know what they could have for removal. They probably have ballistas, so some number.
They Max said they have 4 ballista, which is super annoying because like I think I'm gonna take so long to win this game that they're gonna have a lot of time to draw that.
Well, if you can effectively turn the corner, then you'll be able to get in a position where you can Password Hardcast Force of Will.
Stu, is it really bad with Edgar's mic?
Oh, do I sound bad?
Hold on, let me. Okay, I'm gonna put these two back. Mic sounds blown out. I'll try lowering the volume a little bit.
Hopefully that's better. It's echoing. I might be able to fix that actually.
Alright. So here's my plan. I'm gonna alright. I formulated a plan.
Alright. I hope it's
which
good.
Is deal 2 to Athalia, return Snap, then Inquisition their Athalia after they return it.
It's a good plan.
I probably have to tap for black mana in order to do that, though.
Usually. Yeah, you messed up again.
What the hell? Oh, the black's on the bottom. That's what it is. Right. So, like, obviously they're going to return, and then obviously I'm going to Inquisition them. And then I could still cast Brainstorm afterwards, and I think...
I wouldn't Brainstorm yet. I would pass the turn,
yeah.
just in case they have a way to clear the Strix, so you can flash and snap to at least chump block and survive.
That's fair.
It's not exactly the play we want to make, but it's better than the alternative.
Alright, their last card is like another Caracas, which makes a lot of sense, actually.
Alright.
Just have to hope they keep bricking.
They really just need to brick once. We can just start Fate Sealing, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. I will block so fast. Alright. I think I'm going to just Brainstorm end step.
Yeah, that's
I think my
fine.
mana's going to be at a premium. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So, you like plussing now?
Yeah, I would Fate Seal.
Yeah. Because Ballista is actually unbeatable, so... As long as this game state remains the same, we're going to win. And also, this is the fastest way to kill them, like... Smuggler's Copter. I don't think I care about that.
No, not at all. You can Snap K command that one. We also have Snap Forcible open, so we can keep that in mind.
Yeah, I mean, not so good if they draw another Cavern, obviously. I'm gonna snap K command and probably make them discard as well.
Yeah, it's not gonna be that valuable because
Yeah, I know, but
practice. It'll be good if we end up like K commanding again. Although there's only one in the main, so it can't happen. But I mean, doing 2 to their face is basically irrelevant.
I agree. I think just grinding out small, even like seemingly irrelevant edges matters way more.
Yeah, it could come up if they need to use all their mana and like play another Krakus again, like it happened last time.
What did I do? There we go. I clicked on the wrong mode, I think. Don't think there's real reason to brainstorm here. I could brainstorm now, though. I'm probably supposed to, just to cycle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I play the land, keep up force. I guess I could have pondered because I know they're drawing a plains.
Oh, I was muted. Yeah, I was gonna say that I would have pondered there for sure because we don't need to keep up force. Shuffle away 2 lands.
I was supposed to.
Okay, you can ponder here. Thought not.
Do I care about that?
I think you do. I think you care enough.
Right.
Because it forces the action on the Snapcaster Mage, which is like just as good as not taking it. I actually like keeping this Punishing Fire.
You do need surgical extractions to play Legacy, Matt. I'm sorry. I'm gonna just keep this, by the way, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I think it definitely narrows the range of cards that we need to put on the bottom.
There's a reason Surgical is worth a bunch on Magic Online. A, it's good in Modern. B, it's good in Legacy.
Like by keeping this Punishing Fire, we now don't have to like bottom a Displacer, for instance.
It's fair. You don't need Surgical, just play Tormod's Crypt. Only one person would say that.
I think we're a favorite, Turpus.
You don't say. Jace is greater than all. I heard that once. I heard it was a song. Did you hear that song?
I have it downloaded on my phone. I listen to it every day.
Really? Interesting.
You don't want to get back your Punishing Fire?
I'm gonna just save time. Like, it actually is sort of an issue. Alright, I'll bottom that one.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
for those of you who are
especially
wondering,
with-
the reason to bottom that is if they have 2 ballistas in a row and I don't bottom it, I would die to the second one. So you just want to cut them off by bottoming the first one. Sort of sucks. Guess I just play Snapcaster, target, like, Brainstorm.
Yep.
They can take my Leovold. Or I could just play Brainstorm. Do I care about the Leovold? Probably not.
You're never going to cast it.
Yeah. Okay, that's alright.
That's a good draw. Could insulate us.
Saves us a little bit of time. I don't have to target them. Ooh. Alright,
Okay.
resolves, I'll return Punishing Fire. Unfortunately, it is eating up a bunch of my time, but I guess I can speed up in other games. Problem is, this deck doesn't have like a fat win condition. I guess that's not...
Right.
Oh, I'll side in Tarmogoyf in this matchup, I guess, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. This is like a prime Tarmogoyf matchup. I actually timed out multiple times testing for that Grand Prix with this deck. There's a lot of mechanics going into it, and like you need to click a lot of times just to deal like 1 damage even. In real life though, it's actually surprisingly quicker. It's like one of the few decks just because I was able to like tap 6 mana and just say like deal 2 damage to you.
This is Cavern Naming Construct, probably. Hope they don't have another one, but like I can't do anything about that.
You put 2 on the bottom already, right?
Yeah. but now I'm just gonna get them. Didn't even bother returning Punch Fire. That just eats more time.
Correct.
Okay, nice. My opponent. All right. Can I look at their exile zone? Can. So they have no Stone Forges. They do have a GT though.
You have 3 ballistas?
No, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ballistas. They have a Copter that we can steal with Dack. They have a GT we could steal with Dack. Alright. I feel like we understand their deck now, though.
Yeah, that's just what I would expect.
They probably should have just conceded with that in the stack. It seems like Deed would be good. It seems like Edict would be good. Seems like... What is bad?
So the cards, I definitely like cutting down on Leovolds. I usually like boarding out some number, if not all, the forces in matchups like these. Like, they just have way too many cards that make that card a liability.
Mm-hmm.
Another option is to cut down on Inquisition of Kozilek, which is something I do against the regular Eldrazi Stompy decks, but against this version, they have more 3 mana and 2 mana spells, so I think it's okay to keep in all the discard.
I'm going to leave in 1 Leovold because our deck doesn't map quite correctly, I think.
I think I would keep it 1 Forcible.
Okay, that's reasonable too. Deed, obviously an all-star here, like, is just so good. It's exactly what you want.
I almost played 2 Deeds at the Grand Prix. That card has been surprisingly good.
No real reason. You can play whichever you want, Hyperion. The real corner case is Surgical or Meddling Mage in this particular version.
Yeah, I suppose he's right though, or they're right rather. It should probably be the Edict main and the Triumph sideboard for that if we want to do that.
Oh, too late. We're gonna 5-0 this week.
I played a lot of Snapcaster K command. I don't think I've ever edicted myself to put a Snapcaster in the yard, although it could come up.
Did we see Mox Diamond from them? I can't even remember.
No.
No.
Don't play your duel. Don't play your duel. I think in general, I care more about insulating myself against like Wasteland Temple plays than I do about maximizing Brainstorms in matchups like this.
Sure. That makes sense. Ooh. Alright, it's going to be really annoying, but whatever.
Definitely somewhat annoying.
We only have 1 force in our deck, so like brainstorming to look for it is not even good, so... Do I just play another fetch?
Yeah, I think I would. I think I care much less about this brainstorm.
I kind of hope they just tap out for something. It can't be Thalia Heretic Cathar because that would fuck us up, but I hope it's something. I don't even know what I'm hoping for, I guess.
Copter. Ooh.
Not please. Fuck! Should I brainstorm in response?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's actually correct.
Yeah, and I think I would put Triumph lowest and Punch and Fire on top of it probably, and then obviously depends on what we draw into.
Should I just get 2 basics or 2 duels?
I would get 2 duels because we have to play a duel next turn, and our mana is going to be awkward. So I think I would get Underground Sea Badlands.
I agree.
And then put Grixis into play and insulate our green source. Because they can't take us off a color.
Yeah. All right. That's So you want Triumph on the bottom, P-Fire on top.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't think drawing those changed basically nothing. And then P-Fire to Thalia in our main phase. And then they're probably going to take Deluge, honestly, and that makes sense. But we have to kill this Thalia main phase. I'm going to play Volk, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. Because, like, with those 3 in play, they can't really kill any of our stuff. Or any of our lands, effectively.
I kind of don't mind that they took the command, because it gives us a good reset. Although, it probably means that they're unlikely to walk into it. But often they just can't prevent walking into it, because it's like the tempo you get from Toxic Deluge that's relevant. But if they're playing a Smacker this turn, that makes sense because our light total could be too low.
Or that they play another Thought Knot.
You have another soul land here.
They have another soul land. It's actually pretty good for them because... Okay, that's fine.
They could sell the pedal.
Chalice on what? Okay, this is... Wait. This doesn't make that much sense, right?
Yeah.
Why would you play the Displacer here when you know I have Deluge?
I'm not quite sure. So I would
Play the Island. I'm gonna Deluge for 4, play... I guess I could lead on Inquisition. Oh no, I can't.
No,
that doesn't do anything. Yeah. I'm just gonna Deluge for 4 then.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I could die to a Smasher, but whatever. That's fine.
I mean, you don't even die to Smasher, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not great. Like, obviously...
It's never great, Kervis. Nobody likes getting smashed.
I'm just gonna play Mire. I'm not gonna play the Trop because we might need that for a Deed or something later.
I think I might have played Island, but I don't think it matters that much.
Fair enough. Man, that was a good Deluge for us.
Yeah, I'm surprised at this sequence of events. So
this makes sense. Would like,
I suppose from their perspective, this makes sense because if they were to Deluge and this happens and I'm gonna eat it, Tarmogoyf is such a nice draw there.
Wow. Do I Edict main phase because of Containment Priest probably?
Yeah, we can't block, right? Yeah, I would do that then. Well, they probably boarded out Containment Priest. Or maybe that's something that Stick can't do just because of the combo with Displacer.
Yeah, I don't think they can do that. Now my hand sucks.
We got a big boy in play.
Yeah, but like, if they play another Smasher, I have to block. If they play like a Displacer, it's already problematic. Fuck. Alright, this sucks. Probably gonna lose. Probably gonna lose to... Alright, so I need to draw Decay for the Displacer. Alright, dead. I'm gonna concede to save time.
Yep.
Like they could just literally attack and I would die.
Seems very difficult from their perspective to lose that game.
I don't think I'd change anything, right?
No, we didn't really see anything new.
White Eldrazi. That was an interesting game. Well, sort of. So they played their other creature to force us to deal 4 to ourselves? Guess.
Well, and from their perspective, they didn't know we had the Edict, right?
Yeah.
We hit it. So the play made a lot of sense from their side.
I'm going to keep this, by the way, I think.
I like it.
Do you lead on Swamp Thoughtseize or Sea Thoughtseize?
See. I want to be able to fetch if I only see one good card off the ponder. I don't really care if we get wastelanded because we have a lot of mana sources. So they have a tomb. Ooh.
It's the Palace Jailer if your mana base is awkward. Do I care about this Thorn?
Typically, no.
I feel like their best card is Palace Sentinels, actually.
Palace Sentinels is really bad against Baleful Strix.
Do you want to take Ballista?
Ballista is really good against Baleful Strix is the issue.
So do you want to take Ballista then?
I think it's either Ballista or Sentinels. I'm down to take the Ballista.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take Ballista and pretend I'm going to draw Strix. There are 4 Strix in our deck.
Or Goyf too. It's like the Monarch's like quite a liability against these decks usually, especially when it's not Palace Scalar.
That sucks. I guess I ponder off Swamp.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I could do Grove, but I'm not sure.
I would do off Swamp. It's fine.
Mog Fanatic too strong. Well, it's going to be significantly better than Mog Fanatic that game, I think. There's going
it's
to be like a double Mog Fanatic, which is the problem. Obviously, us drawing the P-Fire makes our play look a little bit worse, but that's fine, whatever. Ooh. I guess I keep the Command and Ponder and shuffle away the second Grove.
Yep, I like it.
It doesn't really matter which way I stack it because I'm going to draw both. I guess I would slightly rather them Thought Knot a Ponder instead of the Decay command, but it's kind of all bad if I get Thought Knotted anyways. I have seen Pashalik Mons.
If we had Notion Thief, it would be good against this Palace Sentinels.
Damn.
You think about that, Kirby?
I did think about it. That kind of sucked. Like, they drew... Whatever. I guess I should fetch and then ponder. I probably want to get Badlands, right?
I think I would get Volcanic Island.
Alright, fair enough.
Definitely in a pickle here. Perhaps it was greedy not to take the Palace Sentinels, but I think it was fine. I think we're still okay. Dack Fayden.
I don't even know what I want to do here.
I think I like these cards. You can Edict. You can threaten to Dack their Copter. We're
I'm
definitely
going to
behind.
need enough time to cast all of these, though, through the Thorn, which is sort of a problem, but...
Yeah. Well, we can shatter the Thorn this turn. How big is the Sentinels? It's like Yoke Dogs,
Is
right?
it 2/4? Yeah, I mean, like, it doesn't kill me fast, but the problem is, like, they will be drawing 2 per turn for a little bit. Are they going to Cavern Name Human? Yeah, they are. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Notion Thief would be good here. You ain't wrong. So I guess I'm going to EOT, kill that, make them discard.
Yeah.
And then untap, Dack their Copter, Edict them. That's not that exciting, unfortunately, but...
Well, we're getting close to double punishing fire range too, so you can
Yeah.
you can manage the board. It doesn't matter if they're going to draw a bunch of cards if we can consistently manage their board.
The problem is if they start playing big things, then it'll actually be a huge problem.
That's fine.
Do I get Bayou?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Either that or Trop, I think. We can still draw Strix to make things like really bad for them as well.
What's up, Cliffy? Hi, Jace and Chase. That's nice.
We're all Chase.
Everyone's Chase. Sure. Whoops. Did I not tap right?
Never tap right, Jervis.
What the hell? I'm so bad at this. This eats up more time than I expected to.
How are we doing? We got 6 minutes. We got plenty.
Once I have a board, I'm good at converting the game, but getting to that point is going to be the hard part of this game. Note, I can't really crew this into their Displacer activation.
Right.
It'll end really poorly, for those of you who are wondering. I will basically lose on the spot, I think, if I do that, so... Right.
Hopefully they don't attack the Displacer at Dack. Smasher here would be an issue.
I mean, I think I would just die to Smasher, right?
Yes, that would be lethal.
No! It's a bonus! Ah! Alright, Edict them in response. Because if I don't, I actually think I take lethal.
Yes,
Oh no, it'd be one short, but it would still not be good. This game got hard, Edgar. Maybe it just started hard.
Yeah, maybe it was greedy to not take the Palace Sentinels, but I think we had enough good draws, and we kind of only got super punished because they had a good 3-drop. But maybe they have enough of those that we need to consider that. Their hand was kind of difficult to break apart.
I actually die now, right? Punishing Fire.
Yeah, you do.
Alright, whatever. We tried relatively hard. I think that decision was difficult. I'm not sure what we were supposed to do, but... You think Ballista was wrong? But, I mean, we did discuss that decision in reasonable detail. So it's not like we, Snap made the judgment. I just think it was hard to tell which one we were supposed to do. But yeah, I think decks like these are definitely much faster to play RL because you don't have to manually click on all of the things you want to do. I had to take so many game actions.
Yeah, it's specifically Punishing Fire that takes significantly more time online. Maybe it's something I would get used to if I played the deck more, but I only tested the deck for
It's always been shitty like that. Rancor 90, I don't think it's that clear cut because if we just drew a Strix, which there are 4 of in our deck,
or Snapcaster,
or any creature, the problem is all of our creatures are vulnerable to Ballista except for Tarmogoyf. I think it's easy to say that was clearly wrong after you saw how the game played out. Click the yes. Oh yeah, Punishing Fire is just really, really slow online. I've definitely P-fired people under Glacial Chasm Lock online. It takes forever. Bet you remember watching Duxie doing that.
I have seen him do it a few times.
Yeah, it mostly happens when your opponent is mono mountains.
I've definitely also gained insane amounts of life with Lyra Pod on Moto before.
I did that before Pro Tour Oath, testing a deck. Half the time I would just go to 60 and be like, this is good enough, and just kill them with combat damage instead of redoing the combo with Red Cap.
Well, the question becomes when they go to kill your combo and you need to pick a number because you won't have the combo in play anymore.
No, it was stupid.
Alright, let's do better this time.
I think we keep.
I like a keep here.
Would you Preordain on turn 1?
I think, in general, it's usually okay to Inquisition.
Yeah, because most people aren't going to Snap Wasteland you.
Yeah, most people are maniacs. But that being said, I do find on Moto that there are a lot of people that when they have a Wasteland and you have a land, they put that shit into play. So, you gotta hope it's not one of those players.
I have... Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, you know what we're in for. I'm gonna take this careful study, though.
Yeah, I agree.
It kind of sucks because they still get to therapy themselves for Thug, but that's whatever.
We have Abrupt Decay here, so we just need to hope that they're a little slow out of the gate, so they're getting Dredge 4.
I mean, their hand was definitely a keep, so I don't begrudge them that. Oh, shit. What the fuck is going on? City of Brass, so the Thugs are going, so this is their hand.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't have a good Dredge 4. If we drew a land, it would make things a lot easier.
Well, this matchup will go fast, and we only have 2 Nihil Spellbombs, but whatever.
We have Surgicals, too.
Oh, wait, do we? Oh, you played 4 Graveyard Hate. I see.
Yeah.
And Deed's fine in the matchup. I drew a land.
Okay.
It's sort of an awkward one, but...
It's fine. I would just say go. My goal here is... The way you win this matchup game 1, it's not easy, but it involves getting rid of all their bridges.
Yeah.
So I would want to get the Snapcaster Mage into play as early as possible so that at any point we can destroy it. And who was in chat? Because we have Liliana's Triumph.
Oh,
we
they
can't
have Street Wraith in their deck. I guess most of the builds have Street Wraith nowadays.
The fact that we can't eat it ourselves here is pretty comical.
Oh, this is a matchup where you would much rather have Diabolic Edict. Okay, downgrade spotted already.
Wow, I can't believe you brought me onto your stream and just made my deck.
Dude,
work.
we discussed this. You said it was okay. You cannot put all the blame on me, buddy.
You have no proof.
Do you want me to just show the viewers the Facebook chat?
You gotta show them all the memes I send you as well, though.
Yo, what's up? We have a Johnny Hot Sauce MTG in the house. That's one. Andrew Tiberius Shroud.
You're really giving your opponent a lot of respect for by flashing in the Snapcaster Mage.
Dude, it's just technically correct. What if they just did it?
What if you just named it?
Well, what if they just named it? Yeah, like it would be horrible.
Oh, they're gonna name Decay now, and we're gonna be done.
No, they named Liliana's Triumph? Yes!
All right.
Yes!
Shanks didn't matter.
Alright, their one card is Golgari Thug. Alright, I guess I preordain looking for a land.
Yeah, you need a green source.
By the way, Taiga would be the ideal land here. I don't think I want those.
Nope.
Well, I guess I'll bash them for 2.
Gives us more outs next turn.
Shout for Shroud. They might run out of... Yeah, they have no dredgers left. They would have to therapy themselves. Which,
And
I
they
guess...
don't have any bridges, so...
What?
Am I echoing?
No.
Okay. Yeah, they don't have any bridges, so them therapying themselves is not a huge deal.
Yeah.
You might force it, honestly.
Why? That doesn't do anything. Oh, yeah, it does. Actually, I think I am supposed to force it, right? Like, what the fuck is this Dack doing? Yeah, we're going to just force it. Oh, no, they have 2 therapies, right?
Yeah, they have multiple therapies. Never mind. All that does is kill a 1/1. I would not do that.
Oh, they're therapying me? Yeah, whatever.
They want to get rid of Decay.
Sure. I mean, like...
Taiga's still ideal draw.
Ooh, named Dack Fayden.
That's somewhat intelligent. A lot of respect for the greatest thief.
Greatest thief in the multiverse that we are nowhere close to casting. Oh, they're just gonna cast their Thug, then therapy. Putting...
Alright, that's fine. We still have 2 removal spells, so...
Well, they could just double therapy us. If I were them, I would therapy sack Narc, get one of these, therapy sack Thug, put the Narc back on top.
Yeah, that is a strange play.
Strange play or great play?
Strange play by their part to not do either of those things.
Well,
Especially
I think a
not
lot of people who
blind.
play this deck don't know how to play it, actually, but...
Jarvis, are you disrespecting your anonymous opponent?
Yes.
Alright, I'm about that, honestly.
But I'm not assuming gender, I'm just disrespecting them. Let's be clear here. We ain't about assuming
Jarvis
gender.
disrespects everyone equally.
Exactly. You understand how I think. Wow, damn it. Alright, so what's the actual plan here?
Deck them.
Ain't gonna be easy, bud.
It's certainly not easy. They're running out of fodder for these Icarids. If we draw Grow the Burnwillows, we could start mowing down their creatures.
Yeah.
We just kind of need to hope that they put a lot of bridges into play at the same time.
The problem is it's actually really hard for them to do that.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually extraordinarily difficult for them to do that. Alright, I think I'm gonna punching fire one of them.
They have an Imp and a Wraith. Oh, they're not running out of black creatures. This is gonna be difficult.
I'm still gonna punching fire the Icarid to save life.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Well, the
Dude,
problem with
Shroud's laying the beats on me so bad. Do I need double black for anything?
no, but the problem with making this play is that we no longer have a removal spell, right? Because we can't factor Taiga here. I think I would just take 6 this turn. Or
All
5
right.
rather.
Well, I'm still gonna get the Badlands, but
Yeah. I would start killing their creatures next turn. I think this turn we need to wait.
if they therapy me, I can just P-fire a creature in response, I guess. Actually, this play was just horrendous, but that's okay. Now that we're here, we're gonna have to just figure out a way to recover. So, like, what they could do is, again, yeah. So, guess I just don't cast one.
They're targeting us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you just let it happen.
So
Fetching
now
was
the
bad.
problem is because I fetch this, they'll name this every time. Whereas if I left the fetch up, I guess they still might name P-Fire, because the Decay can't kill Icarid. So I don't know.
Yeah, but we're worried about killing our own Snapcaster.
Yeah, now they're going to therapy us and probably put the Narc on top. Which is pretty bad.
Slows down the clock, though.
Does it?
I mean, they just took 2 power off the table.
Yeah. Whoa, that was a really bad draw for them, for us to run into. I'm so
Yeah.
screwed now.
You're in danger, Jarvis.
You mean I'm dead?
Hmm.
Because they can just therapy make a zombie. That's pretty bad. Alright, maximum punished.
Sorry, game 1's a write-off anyways. Even if we had to kill our own creature to kill 1 bridge, it would have been pretty bad.
I mean, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna pack it in. I think.
Right.
Yo,
I'm
what's up,
not-
Chantel? We are hanging out. We're currently dying a little bit, but that's okay. Yo, thanks for the sub, Barfus Poo.
Oh, that is a good name.
I knew you would enjoy that.
Oh, that is sick. Oh, 3 months in a row, too.
It wasn't actually 3 months in a row. It's 3 months this year.
Oh. That sounds exciting. It's still good, though. I'm a fan of Barkers, too. I don't know who it is, but I like them.
Well, I'm not going to reveal their name because I don't do that on air. But, let's see. We want Tarmogoyf?
Yeah, I don't mind Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoyf is good in any matchup where you just want to get them dead, basically.
What do I want to take out?
So I like to cut the Liliana's Triumph, the Abrupt Decays.
Makes sense.
Leovold's not that good. I actually think... Actually, I guess Leovold might be better than Dack Fayden.
Just because it's at 3-3?
Yeah, and it's good against therapy, too.
Oh, that's fair.
K-Command's also pretty bad. Do Dreadlists play Silent Gravestone these days?
About half of them do.
Or maybe you want to keep in a command then?
So you want to keep in the command?
Only for ratios. Is there anything else we don't want? They're playing spells, so I want all the discard spells. I think it's fine not to have the command. We have Deed to deal with the Gravestone, and it's only if they have it, and we can just force it as well.
All right, Shroud. Counterpoint. Your name is Johnny Hot Sauce MTG. Everyone knows who that is. Seems like I should mulligan. Thoughts?
You can't say that, dude.
I can't say that.
I would. I don't know. Thoughtseize on the play is like pretty good against regular dredge.
But then what's my follow-up?
Yeah, you don't have much is the problem. I would mulligan. Our mana base also sucks.
Ooh, this is a much better hand.
I think that was a good mulligan.
Also, our opponent went to 61 cards in their engine deck.
Well, you don't want a deck.
You don't want to deck? That's what you're gonna say?
Yeah. If you run out of cards in your deck, you lose the game, Jarvis.
Do you keep this Inquisition? Probably not, right?
I think I would, honestly. If they have like Decay as their disenchant or something, or even if they're gonna be trying to power through these graveyard hate cards, so they're probably gonna be sandbagging cantrips or trying to build up some sort of mass.
But you like playing the Spellbomb here, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I have decked a Dredge player in Extended, old Extended 2008, with Goblins via Earwig Squad and Extirpate and Mog Fanatic. Do you want to force that?
I think you have to.
Yeah, I think so as well. Kind of sucks because the surgical versus Dredge is so insane, but like I won't have that option if that resolves.
Right. This turns off future Snapcasters.
Problem is they're gonna get a lot of time to like try to power through this. Maybe that's okay. Ooh. Their hand's like pretty good actually, but
Their hand's quite good. I think there's any inherent difference between which one you take. I suppose you just take Careful Study.
yeah, so they can because they could just play the study off the Cephalid.
Right. They can't cast 2 lootings, but they can cast 2 studies.
Yep. Tobias Domebeck, thank you for the follow. Soul Sony, thank you for the follow. That's a sweet name.
It's almost as good as Barf's Poo.
Yeah, almost. Gosh, you do love that, don't you?
It's good. I wish I came up with it. LED's fine.
Alright, whatever. I mean, they could flashback their looting.
Did you another?
Yeah, they just drew it off the looting.
Why didn't you surgical their gravestone?
I was never going to do that. The question is, what do I actually do now?
I think you need to hit either Grave Troll or looting, and I think it has to be Grave Troll because of the stuff like Coliseum in play.
Agreed. That was very smart and thin to do that. Well, maybe not thin, but it was smart. Alright, their last card was Cabal Therapy. Alright, so they have a Therapy in hand. They have no removal in their deck for Nihil Spellbomb, which is a good thing to know about. So
well, they just need to power through it, right?
Yeah, they just have to overload it, and it's not that easy to do that, in my opinion.
Are they just trying to Icarate us, or did they leave him Dread Return?
They have 1 Dread Return, but it looks like it's just to Dread Return a Golgari Grave Troll that's big. Which is honestly good enough versus this deck. Like, how do you beat a 15/15 Grave Troll with this deck? I don't think you do.
Jace on summon?
Yeah, I guess, but...
Alright.
GG high combo. Alright, well, I mean, this is why you don't say stuff like that. Damn, that sucks. Guess we say go.
Should have kept him Dack so he can steal their gravestones and Lion's Eye Diamonds.
Ooh, that would be sick. Really, we want to draw Tarmogoyf right now, I think, actually, would be our best draw. What are they doing?
Tarmogoyf is often the best draw. I was strongly considering adding a 3rd copy to the deck.
Tarmogoyf?
Yeah.
BBD style?
That is where I got the idea from.
Yeah, I made BBD do it because I kept beating him so bad with Grixis Delver.
Are you saying you invented Tarmogoyf?
No, I'm saying I invented beating him in the face with Gurmag Angler.
Oh, but you're Tarmogoyf.
Yeah, it's a 4/5 for 2.
Kind of bad with this Nihil Spellbomb. We have like a non-bows.
It'll still be big.
The term is thick, Jarvis.
Yo, you know I'm not young enough to use that term. You know that.
I'll allow it.
So I was actually contemplating like just spell bombing their lootings, and I think, but then I came to the conclusion that's maniacal as hell.
Well, we saw their deck. They don't really make any forward progress by just dredging, right? Like, as long as we
Right.
nab it at an opportune time. It's alright. It's alright.
Fortunately, all of their lands actually hurt them, which is actually a big upside.
Don't mind taking 3 to the chin here.
We're at 17. Who gives a shit? Also, note, I think this is really funny.
But the Grab Return Silent Greystone combo?
It's like the Stony Silence Aether Vial combo that you often see in Modern.
Saw my friend Brown Piotr Gowski at the Pro Tour with that. They had 1 Stony Silence in their humans deck.
Were they playing Gemstone Mine?
No.
Oh, so they were just raw dogging it with like really, really awkward mana base. Alright, so they've used all of their lootings. Sure. My hand sucks.
Joke's on you, there's nothing good to hit.
I mean, like, the most likely card for them to name, I think, is some blue card. Yeah, like, this makes sense, right? Whoa, whoa! Our creature's a 5/6! It's 2 shots them, Edgar!
Thick
Ooh.
flat. It's a big boy.
Yo, what's up, Eddie?
Oh, Mysteries of Moraz.
Eddie loves humans, by the way. Hi, friend. Hi, other friend. Do you think they'll activate? Nope, they didn't activate their Coliseum into my Nihil Spellbomb. Alright.
Okay, what did they... Oh, I was going to say, we might have needed to pop it.
Why? I can respond with the bridge triggers on the stack.
Well, the Narcomoeba represents a turn.
The problem is if I do that and they just crack their Coliseum in response, it could get even worse.
They could hit more Narcomoebas, but they couldn't hit any bridges for value, right? Because that was still their draw step.
I mean, can't they just crack Coliseum? Oh, I guess that's true.
It's alright, you're just going to draw Punishing Fire. It's going to kill him.
Do you think I Brainstorm end step?
I don't think so. Everything we're looking for is 2 mana, right? Plus, you're gonna Spellbomb here, so... Oh, I guess not.
You think I was supposed to Spellbomb?
Well, you don't now, I guess, but that zombie's another turn, right?
Right, but the problem which I was thinking about, didn't say it, is if I Spellbomb them, do I even have lethal? Then it's just a 4/5, right?
Oh, right. Oh, fair point, fair point.
So I think I'm going to Brainstorm main phase to figure out what to do.
Yep.
Does this do anything? That doesn't work for Dredge, right?
No, but getting into play is still nice. It's good against Therapy, it's good against...
Yeah. I'm going to put the Surgical back and probably the second Grove.
Yep.
And I can fetch for a C.
Yep. I'll keep the Ambush Viper in my hand.
I'll attack and see what they do, obviously, but... So, like, as long as they dredge, Leovold doesn't turn off their thing, right? Is that how it works?
As long as they haven't drawn for turn yet, they can continue to draw cards and thus replace them with dredges.
Okay.
As soon as they've drawn 1 card, then they can no longer do anything.
That's so weird.
You tapped your mana wrong again.
Dude, I'm so good at that. Wait. I'm actually the best at doing that, as you can tell.
You're undeniably the best. And many facets.
Do you know I'm the best lands player in the world?
That's weird. Considering I'm pretty close friends with two of the best lands players in the world.
Whoa, when did you become friends with Jody Keith and Felix Munch?
Honestly, don't know who Felix Munch is.
It's some German guy who only plays 43 blue lands.
What about the fine gentleman Toru who top rated the Grand Prix?
Oh yeah. Seems like a friendly guy. Seems like his deck list was really bad.
You're not a fan of 3 demonic tutors?
I'm not a fan of also main decking Pyroblast.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, if you go back and look.
What's
Also,
happening
I'm
here?
not a huge fan of playing 3 Dark Depths. I believe only one. That guy was a new blocker.
Facts. Didn't you beat Oops All Spells twice that tournament?
I lost to it once.
Oh.
Dude, that matchup is basically impossible. Do you believe that?
I do believe that.
Like, Belcher is a better matchup than that deck because Belcher has to deal you damage.
I mean, isn't Belcher like actively a good matchup? Can't they just not beat a crop rotation?
If they're on the play, they usually kill you before you get to do anything.
Fair.
Alright, so am I supposed to pop it now? After the ability goes on the stack?
Yeah, definitely not right now. But I mean, this is the same spot we were on last turn. But I guess now we have lethal. The thing about popping now is that they put the thug in the yard when they block.
Alright, so I guess I could just wait until they
I think I would wait, and what I would do is they're probably gonna go block with thug, block with zombie, and then at that point I would pop it. And then they would be left with 1 zombie, and we'll have 5 power in play once we flash in the snap and stuff.
Whoa. I think that changes everything. If I deed for 0, kills the lead, kills the zombies.
You can deed for 1 as well, right?
Yeah, that kills my spellbomb though.
Well, you can target them with Spellbomb, hold priority.
And deed. Okay, so you think that's the best play probably?
Well, you should definitely put deed into play. You might let them block. Wait, no, sorry, don't put deed into play yet. I think you attack and you let them block and try to like incentivize them to block with the thug because you're going to clean up the extra zombie anyways.
Should I attack with Leovold?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so as well. That deed was a really good draw, actually. They might double block, but I guess I'm okay with that because that actually does kill the bridge as well.
Alright, that's fine.
So now... No, I should still deed for 1.
You can deed for 0 and then you don't have to pop the spell bomb. Is that better? And then we have lethal Tarmogoyf in play.
What if I just play deed, say go? What happens?
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do for 0, you're just saying go.
Yeah. Right. They can't kill me because I'm at 7, and we've seen their deck.
Wait, are they getting back at Nicker this turn?
They are, but then after they like...
Oh, then you pop it for 0?
Yeah, I don't know. This game got really complicated.
Think about this for a second. I guess you can... They can pop Coliseum. How many Narcos have they been through?
2.
You don't have any in exile?
Not in exile. Alright, I think it's fine to do this.
Alright.
I think it's fine to let them do this and just wait until unstep. Or hell, even wait until my turn. Because, like, so here's the thing. They can't make forward progress through...
Through the spell bomb?
Yeah. Or it looks really difficult from my perspective for them to do that.
Well, the problem is you have to pop the deed in combat now, right? Let's just see how it plays out.
Alright, I'll do it for 0, I think, is the safest play. It kills the lead and the 2 zombies. And they don't have a bridge. Alright. I think this is fine. It's possible we could have done something better. Definitely
Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's a lot going on.
I still don't really see how they beat this Nihil Spellbomb, actually.
I mean, as long as you get their graveyard end step, the worst thing they can do is an Archweave play.
Like, if they just go to activate Coliseum, then I respond. By spellbombing them, right?
Well, you can even let them direct, it doesn't matter.
Right, like, if I just untap attack, they die, right?
Yeah, I just mean if they like put another break into the yard somehow, and then you popped your spell bomb, you would they could Coliseum into an Archweave, but I think we got this.
I think so. Wasn't the cleanest execution.
No.
But fortunately the deck was like we were in such a position that I think we were over like 97% or something to win. Do they have an imp in their hand?
They might.
You mean Thug? I guess they have a Thug in their hand, right? If they play Thug, we just...
It's fine, you just attack.
Oh, no, they did dredge an imp. That's fine, like... Well, if they play imp, it puts them to 2, right?
If they had imp, I think that means we were supposed to pop the spell bomb. That's fine. You say go here. Or I guess we just pop the spell bomb now, right?
Yeah, I think now it's good. Now punching fire is lethal, so that's like
Snapcaster Mage lethal too.
Do I snap Brainstorm main phase? No reason to, right?
Bad play against Silent Gravestone.
Oh shit. Okay, you're right. Alright, land go. I hope I somehow didn't punt this, but I think it's really hard for them to get out of this situation.
I think it is likely that we did not play these turns optimally, but I think we played them well enough to win.
Yes, I agree with everything that was said.
You didn't see any removal in their deck, right?
Right. They might sideboard differently now that they sold the spell bomb for what it's worth.
I doubt it. I don't know what else they could have.
Nature's Claim? I guess it's not even that exciting. So do I want K command or Decay?
I think you want K command, or yeah, I think you want K command because it gets back your Snapcasters.
Both or one?
Well, what are we cutting for them?
Yeah, that's the other question. What am I allowed to board out?
I think on the draw we can probably cut down on discard. Although they're still slowing down, so even a turn 2 discard spell is not the worst, or rather turn 1 on the draw. You could shave on Leovold. It's probably not high impact enough. I think I would rather just have the commands.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially now that we saw Gravestone.
It showed us 3 as well. It's not like
Yeah. I agree. So I want both of these then. All right.
Yeah, I didn't mean Reborn Drago. I didn't mean like if the Gravestone's in play, like being able to do both. It's just that like it's less bad than Decay if Gravestone's not in play.
Right. I think I'm satisfied with this.
I did test Ridefall. I didn't really particularly like it. I think it was at its best against Storm, just as a Hymnator rock. But I ended up just playing more dedicated cards for that matchup, and then instead of using the Rise Falls to overlap for the fair matchups, I just have like more commands than Strifle usually does.
I think I'm going to mulligan.
I concur.
Sanders.
You need a Force a Surgical or a Spellbomb on the draw, I think.
This is the same hand, but worse, I think.
Go to 5.
Yeah. 5 cards? Alright, I guess. Can't wait to get... Alright, I'm going to bottom that, I think.
Yep, definitely.
Do you think they're going to therapy us for surgical?
I hope not.
I hope not as well, but it feels like they're going to. Fuck! Why do bad things happen to good people, Edgar?
Who's the good person in this scenario?
You, obviously.
Oh. Well, I thought we did the Grand Prix, so I don't really care about this Moto League.
That's fair. But it's been years for me, Edgar. It's been years.
Yeah, but you won a Grand Prix.
That's fair. I did say after that, I was not allowed to basically complain for my life. What a new booker. Yeah, I think we're pretty dead, but it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're obviously horrendously behind. We could still draw like more Graveyard Hate, Snapcaster Mage. They are likely to be significantly slower after board, especially after they saw how much we had game 2.
Well, did they actually see? Oh, that's actually okay.
Worst draw. I would just underground see.
Probably fetch for this can only get Trop, not the Bayou, but that's fine.
Mana base is not perfect.
No, you built the mana base so you could show off how many German Black Border duels you had.
That was merely a happy upside, Jarvis.
Ooh, if their hand's slow enough, we could definitely beat them.
Oh, Tarmogoyf, let's get in. Chungus.
You have to explain to me, what is a Chungus?
Do you need me to explain to you the origin of the meme?
Yes, I don't know. You know me, I live under a rock.
Chungus is there was an episode of Bugs Bunny or Looney Tunes or whatever it was where Bugs is impersonating Elmer Fudd, and he like makes his body all big, and it's that picture of the big rabbit that goes around, and his name's Chungus, but now people just call large things big Chunguses because it's funny.
What's the plural of Chungus?
Chunguses.
Are you sure
or
it's not...
Chungai. Sometimes we say Chungai.
Are you sure it's not Anurag sucks?
I don't think so. I like Anurag.
Dude, what the hell?
I think you're the bad person in this scenario, Jarvis.
Yeah, probably.
Jarvis, you should bookmark the page knowyourmeme.com. It might really help in your endeavors.
Possibly.
Did we just untap with Chungus?
We did.
All right. Preordain.
Off Trop, probably?
Yeah, we have no green cards in our deck except for our Goyf. If we draw the other Goyf, we can fetch Delta, but we have way more black cards.
Is that good enough?
Honestly, it might be. I mean, we definitely want the Ponder, but the thing is, we're not going to be able to ponder into anything that's relevant this turn because there's a gravestone, and if that's the case, I think you might as well keep the fire. Because if they just like put some Narc Amoebas into play, you might just start gunning stuff down. You got to get through. It also protects the Ponder, which is non-zero.
We could ponder into Spellbomb, Cliffy, but the problem is we'll know our top card. Oh, wow. Decided a Nation Rider. Of course, they have the combo of Sound Gravestone.
Yeah, Spellbomb's a good point, but I think it's more powerful to have one more slightly slow turn and then have Ponder plus Fetch. Also, like, it's not like this Punishing Fire is non-zero. It's going to be relevant
so
if the happens essentially.
They have 2 bridges. I don't really want to P-Fire them yet, I think.
I would untap first, just because if
Yeah.
you hit Spellbomb, you can do that.
Yeah. So I'm going to
But-
ponder off the Trop, I think.
Yeah. I think I would.
Huh. That's actually sort of interesting. Can I engineer...
You could definitely set up a Deluge.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So if I'm going to do that, I want Deluge to be second.
Yeah, I would draw the Brainstorm this turn and then play your Island.
All right.
And then
And just say go, right?
put the Deluge on top, so click the fire first, yeah. Yeah, you're gonna set up a... Even that Punishing Fire, how big is our Goyf right now?
5/6.
The problem is our Goyf's gonna shrink 2 on the turn we attack with it, but we might be able to set up a...
It will shrink to a 3-power creature, right?
Yeah, but if you smack them for 5, I mean, it would have been net to 2 Punishing Fires. That's the thought
fair.
that I was gonna get to, but...
And now it's a 6-power creature.
Mm,
But the
this
problem
turn
is
could be
now they
too
have
annoying.
another
Yeah.
creature. They might therapy us, actually.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, actually, if they therapy us, I'll just Punching Fire the other creature.
Yeah, and I think you need to
Yeah.
be quick on your actions. I don't want to give away that we have this Brainstorm because I don't really want to cast it. So I think, yeah, I think I would Punishing Fire. And then,
Yep, I'm
Spread.
just F6 now.
make sure you have the F3 ready though in case they cast another therapy, but I don't think they have one.
They don't. So we can get in for 4 damage?
Suppose we made a...
Aim Force of Will, nice. I suppose that makes sense from their perspective. What are the odds opponent spends 5 more mana in this game? Not high, Shroud, not high. That's why we made this play. We basically had to fight for the board, I think, right?
Yeah, I think this is fine. It might be hard for them to get more footing. So we're going to untap and we're going to cast Brainstorm. The question is if we want to fetch first. I think it's too risky to fetch first. I think we see one less fresh card, but then
All right.
have the opportunity to shuffle away.
New plan is to Punching Fire that one first before.
Okay, so you wanna cast Brainstorm and stuff then?
Well, I could Brainstorm next turn and then Punching Fire and step, then Deluge, right? Isn't
I think we need to attack next turn. I think we need to yeah, I think we need to attack next turn. So I think what would need, like, if you just wait on our turn cycle, it's just gonna get worse for you again because they can just put another Narcomoeba or something into play and then we won't have an answer. So I think you need to Brainstorm end step into untap Punishing Fire plus Deluge, get in our
I
points.
see. That's actually really good, yeah.
Because
Wow.
it limits their City of Brasses as well. And then shuffle away this Volcanic.
Still gonna... Well, actually, if we draw any Punching Fire, Snapcaster, or anything
we-
like that,
we
we kill
bring
them on the
them
spot,
right away.
right? Oh no, it'll only be 4 damage, right?
Yeah, we're getting in for 4 here, but that means that they can't really tap their lands anymore. Here you want to get a red source. Badlands,
I guess, yeah.
just in case we draw Grove.
Dude, I think I'm too old to play these decks IRL anymore.
It's definitely mentally taxing to play for an entire tournament.
To me, this deck seems a lot harder to play than, like, almost any other deck in Legacy.
I think decks like these require you to have like pretty strong format knowledge, just because you need to know how your answers line up with their threats going
Right.
along.
You're playing Hearthstone, sort of.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. Stuff like that does happen a lot, especially against like the fair blue decks and such.
So Grove would be really good. A Deed would... Oh man, we're so fucked now.
Did they hit a therapy?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
you can't
they
grab
also just hit another creature.
This is fine.
Is it? This does not look fine to me. I guess...
We have time. It's not like we're... They're gonna make, what, 2 zombies here?
Yeah, that's true. The therapy doesn't really matter, right? Like...
Well, they could sack the Narc Amoeba, but it looks like they're not going to. They can't grab return.
Kind of just want to draw Grove.
Yeah, Grove is a good draw.
They named Dread Return? Do they understand that that doesn't work?
They don't.
I think the answer is no. Oh, they could Nature's Claim their own gravestone.
I doubt they have that. Do they have that?
No, they do have that. Oh my god, what the hell?
Wow. Our opponent's a genius.
There's
They
also-
boarded in 1 Ashen Rider and one Nature's Claim since the last game. Ooh, we messed up. We didn't play around Nature's Claim by leaving up red sources.
Let's be real, we were never going to play around that. You can't throw me that easily, Edgar.
It's okay. It doesn't make you messed up, Jarvis.
What? Dude, when I said you can't throw me that easily, I wasn't joking. Alright, are we dead now? It feels like we're dead.
Yeah, I mean, look, those 4 points of life means that we can't even burn them out, even if we draw Grove.
Alright, alright. If I put that in their hand... I guess I have to do that, right? Like...
We don't have another play.
Green Gain for Life was actually really good for them. That is true.
Yeah.
Trout. Oh.
It's kind of funny.
Alright, so, I mean, with the Jace draw, we're not completely dead yet, right?
Oh, we're pretty dead.
Oh, wait, they're gonna make a shit ton of zombies.
Well,
And
we
we
can
can only
snap
draw-
Deluge, but
Yeah, but we can only draw 1 card per turn, that's the problem, right?
it's the problem.
So basically, we would need 2 cards next turn to basically clean everything up, right?
Well, you can just draw Snap Deluge, and that resets the board. Or I guess you could draw Spellbomb into Snap Deluge. No, you don't have enough mana for that.
I need to draw Spellbomb into Pernicious Deed.
Ooh, good call.
That would actually be the ideal series of draws, I think.
Sounds easy. You should do that.
Alright, draw a 2-outer into a 1-outer. Yeah, you're right. That's real easy.
Run the numbers on that one, Jarvis.
Very, very, very bad. I should go out and buy a lottery ticket.
It's not that bad. Come on.
Yeah, it's better than... Alright. Frick. Alright, we died.
That's unlucky. I think we were a favorite, even going into this draw step.
Do you want to start a new league?
Sure. We can pretend that never happened. Just restart your YouTube video.
Nothing to see here.
All right, all 51 of you, nothing happened. Welcome to the
Nothing
stream.
happened. We're just starting the stream now. Welcome to the stream. I'm here with Edgar Magalhaes.
That was really good.
I've been practicing. I actually haven't, but I've read pronunciation guides. Who's the person who's gotten the closest to pronouncing your name correctly on the first try?
On the first try? I mean, probably someone Portuguese.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, someone who doesn't know.
I mean, I heard Nick Miller's first try just last week, but like I assume it wasn't his actual first try, but it was the first time I heard him say it, and it was really
That's
good.
fair. But that sort of counts, right? Like,
It was also just like the I forget what was wrong with this. Like I hadn't explained it to him, so like, it was also what I was gonna say was also just the like the best pronunciation I've heard of it, just in general, like outside first drive. So.
oh, do we want to play second deed?
No, I think one's fine.
Right.
Did he swap the edict though?
Oh shit.
We got punished. We can't miss that happening.
We did actually get punished. I'm gonna go get a Diabolic Edict real quick.
Well, I just swap the main and the side one. I still think the sideboard one's fine.
Yeah, but
Just
I need to
swap their order.
just go get an Edict from a bot. Dude, also, you know what's messed up? They printed Liliana's Triumph into Modern, and now they're just like putting literal Diabolic Edict into Modern too.
Yeah, I mean, I think they just did that for like limited purposes, probably.
Oh, sure. I mean, the thing is, that card is like not even very good. What's my favorite edict? Which one do I have? I already have that one. No, in our deck, Triumph. There are no Lilianas in our deck, so Diabolic Edict is actually better.
Yeah, I'm a hater, and I cut all the edicts from the deck, or all the Lilianas rather.
And yeah, the dredge thing is actually where it could matter. All right, drop and rejoin.
I mean, it's even that is pretty corner case, but
Yeah,
I really can't think of an upside. Like, there's no leyline decks.
Leyline of Sanctity plus Graveyard would be relevant. I haven't seen a misdirection in probably like 5 years, so I'm not going to worry about that. Oh, there was that one person playing it on Magic Online that kept crashing games that they were about to lose with misdirection.
What is that? Is the card bugged? Is that a current thing?
It was bugged for a while. It would crash a game.
Huh.
Like, obviously, that's real scummy. Yeah, you see Leylines in Show and Tell sideboard sometimes. I really hate trying to Edict the Show and Tell deck, because if they put Griselbrand into play, you really don't, like, Edict versus Griselbrand is not good.
Well, true. I do have edicts in my deck against them because I have Leovold.
Oh, that's fair. This looks like a keep to me.
Yep, I love this hand.
12 posts with new Karn and Ugin. I played that deck Dime Hoarder and it's been pretty good. I'm gonna go see Imp.
Yep.
Probably fetch. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. We'll figure it out. Looks like an Omniscience deck to me.
Alright, should be fun.
Should take a Brainstorm probably.
Yep, I like that. I don't think attacking their mana is really a thing.
No, not really. Like, or honestly, their hand's like pretty good versus us. Unfortunately.
The ideal combination of lands for the way that I have the deck built is Underground Sea, Volcanic Island, Tropical Island.
Fair enough. We could decay the pedal. I think I'm going to snap that off.
I don't mind that at all. It doesn't have any other targets in game one. Yeah, you just play the Growth. It's fine.
I think even post-board, like, the only card they could conceivably have is Blood Moon. I guess sometimes Defense Grid.
Yeah, they have Grid sometimes.
Like, Cliffy, I didn't notice you donated 3 bits to me. Thank you.
Oh shit, you took the... Let me take number 3.
They still have a Brainstorm. I accidentally X'd it out. Unfortunately, I can't undo it, but whatever. Whoa! Thanks, Edgar. Alright, would you snap Inquisition? Feels
like what would I snap it off, or would I cast Snapcaster? What are you asking me?
Well, both.
So what do they have? They have a Brainstorm.
Yeah. Whoa.
I think I would just play Dack Fayden.
I'll play Dack Fayden. Get a Volcanic.
I think it's too likely that this Inquisition's not going to be good enough.
Right.
Yeah, I would get a Volcanic. And this is like slightly more clenched because if like they have a show and tell, like we're gonna regret this, but I think it sets up better for next turn because we get so much deeper.
But I mean, the thing is, if they have a show and tell, they just put the show and tell on top of their deck, so that doesn't even matter.
Exactly.
Like I'm okay doing this. I was just curious what your thought was.
Yeah, I think just getting significantly deeper into our deck is way better.
Oh wait, you got gifted a sub instead of making me say a ridiculous banana related thing this time. Do you remember that?
No, I don't. Someone's asking if I donated $20 for this list. I would pay much more for Jarvis's coaching. He's coaching me right now.
I'm gonna discard Dack and Punching Power, I think.
Yep. Save the second Dack for a blue card.
Yo, this ain't my first Legacy rodeo. It might be my last, though. Who knows?
Thanks, Kenneth Zai, for the gifting me a sub. I can use these
Oh,
sweet Jarvis emotes again.
There's some sweet ones now. There's the one of me ramming my head against the desk.
You have kawaii emotes now. That's sick.
Yeah, that's me slamming my head against the desk because I just feel like it sometimes.
You have tier 2 subs?
I do.
You have a full show?
Yeah. The Jarvis Clap one is the best, though, I think.
That's good. It's from like the back of that card, right?
It's one of the back of the tokens from Oath.
That's funny.
Well, maybe was it Oath or was it Amonkhet? I don't remember anymore. It might have been Amonkhet.
See, that's your claim to fame in Magic.
Yeah, watching JC Tao win the Pro Tour with a deck I could have played because I knew about it.
Guess what I played at that Pro Tour? Actually, wait. First, tell me what you played.
Abzan Company, which was actually extremely good.
Yeah, that was a good choice.
Like, I was beating all my teammates on testing. I'm like, oh my god, these guys are so stupid. Why would they play that deck? Ooh, that's actually kind of nice, depending on what they do. And then in reality, their deck was actually broken, so who was the stupid one then?
Alright, so the main question here is, do we want to get back our Punishing Fire before we activate our Dack Fayden? And I think the answer is that we do not on this turn cycle.
Yeah. I'm just going to plus first and see what happens.
Yeah. The main reason is that if we draw, like, Thoughtseize is our best draw, and if we draw it, being able to Snapcaster it is a huge deal.
Exactly. I think I'm going to discard. This is kind of interesting.
I think I want to keep this Strix, because I'm trying to get deeper into our deck. Yeah. So I think I would get rid of the Dack and the Grove of the Burnwillows.
That was my instinct as well.
Because we kind of want to keep this black source so that we can keep up Edict as well, just in case they have like Show Omnia or cool.
It looks like they're Sneak and Show right now, though, right? Ooh,
yeah.
That was like a reasonable draw.
Yeah, so that's the downside of discarding the Dack. I still think it was okay because I think leaving up Edict here is fine. If the Force ends up working, I won't be too distraught that we lost the Snapcaster Mage.
No, plus we can start like looting essentially.
Yeah, we get a free catalog every turn.
Discarding the land I think is pretty maniacal. Discarding the second land rather. I think the second Dack is not good enough.
Yeah.
Dude, so what do you think of JPA just winning all of the time with this deck?
I mean, I am a fan of the Sneak and Show.
I know you are. That's why I brought up the question.
I mean, I think the deck is like pretty good. I do think that the deck gets a bad rap for how easy it is to play.
It definitely does. I see people mess it up all the time.
Yeah, and like, I think the deck it might be one of the most difficult decks to sequence cantrips with. And like knowing when to go for it and when not to, depending on matchups, is like something that comes with experience. I think it gets, like, I'm not saying it's like the most difficult thing in the world, but I think it gets overall a bad rap. I would not counter this. There's really no reason to counter Intuition unless you're worried about mana sources. Which I don't believe.
The reason to counter it is if they have multiple like show effects in their hand.
Oh, and
no fatty.
Sure. I don't think that's the case.
That's like the scenario where you're actually supposed to, right? Like.
Yeah, you're completely right.
But here we don't have any information, so it's kind of risky to do that.
And we know they have a payoff. Omni, for all intents and purposes, is a payoff.
Yeah, it is. You can get into scenarios where, like, well, we can't do this anymore, but sometimes you can, like, if you have Blast in a post-board game, you can put in, come into play creature on the stack and then blast your Omni with that on the stack. But then the question is, why didn't you just blast this show and tell? So I guess that doesn't really happen. Landon, 683 person raid. Thank you, friend. Whoa, what the hell? What do you make of this?
I find that strange. I would just give them the impulse. I think all we want is time here, so I don't mind giving them selection.
By the way, Landon is back in the States, and he's going to play a GP.
Ooh, that's
scary. He's going to play Seattle. I think he lives in that area. I'm gonna
Shadow
be
Legacy?
attending. No, it's Modern Horizons Limited.
Oh, right.
I will also be playing that GP though, so
I will
should be
not.
sweet. Yeah, I mean, there's no real reason for you to, right?
Unfortunately, I enjoy the Grand Prix, the Grand Prix, if you will.
I'm gonna let that go. Obviously, like I think it does not much. Like that was a weird intuition. What does that mean?
I am not sure. I think it means that they're worried about running out of actual raw resources in their deck.
That's fair.
I don't find the play particularly good, but I'm more surprised that they don't have a third Pierce effect.
I'm gonna force this.
I think that's a wise play.
I don't think I have any other options really. So like, all right. I'm gonna pick up the P-Fire. Do I know my top card? No, right?
No, you don't.
Whoa. Feels like I should
Dack.
lead with Dack, right?
Yep. You want to get deeper into your deck, so you're going to Dack first anyways.
Ooh, that's
Perfect.
good.
Yep.
I guess I discard both of these.
Yep.
And slam a Jace.
That was start brainstorming, I believe.
Yeah. Brainstorming is much safer than the alternative. Should I get another blue-black land?
Yeah, I think that's fine. You don't need more than one green source. If you hit land plus discard spell, it's good to brainstorm here. It's also good because we need to find a blue source or a blue card so that we can not have to pick force.
All right. So I'm gonna put Command Tarn on top.
No, we haven't made a land drop, right?
Right. So actually, Command
Force on top.
Command Force, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Also, the cheeky one attack. Or do I actually attack?
I would attack. I mean, yeah.
Well, I was thinking about the outside scenario if they somehow get a sneak attack through, and then I have to. Well, I guess this is just so bad that that might be irrelevant, anyways.
Yeah, I don't believe that's relevant.
All right, fair enough.
It's like it might be relevant, but I don't think it's relevant enough to know for sure if you should do it. And like the 1 point might be relevant too.
Sick. Guess it doesn't matter when I fetch, really. Wait, shit. There was a force on top of my deck, right?
Why did you fetch?
I'm an idiot. That was really, really fucking bad, actually.
Oh, Jarvie.
I'll get Badlands. That was atrocious, actually.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Yeah, I agree. I should not have done that. Do I return P-Fire first?
Yes.
Oh, that was really bad. We could have just
Honestly,
locked up the game. Now I'm like actually in danger.
It wasn't your best play that you've ever made, but
Ooh,
I'm
what
sure
if I emblem? Does that do anything?
It doesn't beat Emrakul.
It doesn't really beat Gristlebrand either, so I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
So
it might be Gristlebrand, but I doubt it.
I don't really think so. I think.
All right.
Discard these two.
Yeah, and then
I think I'm going to lead on Inquisition.
I don't think you lead on Inquisition. You kind of know what you need to find. I would definitely ponder first. Because I care more about finding counter magic than I do about resolving this Inquisition. The question is, do you want to ponder or do you want to brainstorm first? And I think you want to ponder first.
Yeah.
Shuffle this. Wait, don't do that yet. You should Inquisition, actually.
Oh, if their hand is bad, then I Fate Seal, right?
Right, yeah.
Right. You're right. Oh no, they have the sneak attack! Why didn't I keep that force on top?
Alright. Well, luckily we can actually kind of beat this.
Kind of. It's not that easy, but I see what you're saying. So I'm gonna just Brainstorm and look for more permanents to put into play. Excellent!
Oh, lucky you.
Alright, I'm gonna put the Snap on top.
Yeah, and Decay underneath it.
And then Thoughtseize them. And this time, not shuffle away my good cards.
Wise play.
Yeah, it's almost like I could have done that last turn if I weren't so bad. Or this turn, rather. Should I attack or not? Play around another sneak attack? I feel like the one damage does not matter, right? So I should.
Yeah, just hold back, it's fine.
Top deck, God. Yeah, sometimes you top deck. Also, I feel like we're massively favored here now. Alright, they drew Ancient Tomb, right?
Yep. And surprisingly played it, as opposed to the Flooded Strand.
Yeah, that was weird. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I Brainstorm into a land, I could have Snap Force.
I think I would just Fate Seal them. I mean, you can Snap Thoughtseize the Emrakul, and then they need to draw 2 pieces, right?
Oh, sure. Okay. Wait, then if I Snap Thoughtseize, I should do that first, then Fate Seal, right?
Yes.
Because it will shuffle. Alright. Good. Do that. I can also return... Okay. Opponent did not want to play anymore because we... Do you think game 1 is bad for you in this matchup?
Yeah, I think game 1's bad, but I think game 1 or post-board gets pretty significantly better, obviously.
Do you like this card in the matchup?
I do.
I feel like
I don't like a lot of them, but I do not like Punishing Fire. I don't like Deluge. I don't like Decay. I don't like K Command.
It seems like Dack is the next worst card.
I actually like Tarmogoyf as well.
Oh, I see.
And I actually like Strix the least out of everything. I actually like Dack more.
Just to generate
Velocity.
Find all of your real cards. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Looks good to me. All of our cards are good now. Grove is probably like the worst card in our deck, but you can't cut it.
Yeah, you could keep in like 1 Punishing Fire if you wanted to, but
no, I don't think it actually does anything. Wow, phenomenal hand, obviously. Hopefully, don't get Boseju'd.
Yeah, that's a difficult one to beat.
I've been thinking about this a lot. Is your deck actually good versus post?
No, it's horrendously bad.
So one good card versus post and storm is actually Damping Sphere.
Damping Sphere,
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Before the Grand Prix, Daryl suggested that to me. I was between Damping Sphere and Tarmogoyf, and ultimately decided on Tarmogoyf.
Tarmogoyf is better in more matchups, I think, is the tiebreaker.
Right, it's good against Blue Red Delver.
Should I cast this now?
No, I think it's okay to wait.
Yeah. I think the other reason to wait is just being able to shuffle with a fetch and play is so much better as well.
There's like a lot of reasons to wait. You get to shuffle with a fetch. You don't play well into his mana because he's like holding up Pierce Fluster right now. It's also your blue card for Force. I generally like to be pretty patient with my cantrips. I don't know if you noticed, but I have more cantrips in this deck than most people typically do just because I like them so much.
You have less than Miracle, but that's almost always the case.
Yeah, I mean, I mean more than like typical. Like,
yeah, you have 9 as opposed to 8 or even 7 sometimes.
Right, exactly.
Miracle's up to like basically 14 if you count AK.
I mean, if your name's Otterog, your deck is just 3 Monastery Mentors and lands. Like that's just your entire deck.
Well, a lot of Honorog's deck, a lot of his lists do not play that card.
Or sorry, yeah, 1 Entreat the Angels and 23 lands.
Should I Thoughtseize before?
Honestly, I would just wait. They're pretty strongly representing Pierce.
That's fair.
I think we can play really patiently here. You play the right fetch.
All right, we're gonna have to do it next turn then.
All right, I would start forcing some cantrips. So play your turn, and then fetch a swamp.
Yeah, I'm gonna play around Blood Moon, even though I don't think Boseiju almost always implies they don't have it, but it
I
doesn't.
don't really think Sneaking Show decks should play Blood Moon at all. I don't think it's good in any matchup, but people do it, so you gotta respect it a little.
I'm gonna piggyback on that story and tell you that every time my Sneak and Show opponent has played Blood Moon versus me playing lands, I've killed them.
Yeah, you just instantly lose a game. I don't understand why people do that.
Like, I'm already siding in Growth because it's actually good in the matchup, I think. Like, it's better than my other cards. Like, I have a ton of, like, shitty cards, you know.
Well, once that card actively just became a liability against the Dark Depths decks, I declared it strictly worse than Defense Grid.
That makes sense. That makes so much sense, actually. They might fluster this, actually. If they fluster, do I force a copy and then pay?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I think that's actually great. Should I get Underground Sea then?
No, you want a green source in case you draw Leovold. Leovold's one of your best draws.
Oh, that's fair. I'm going to force pitch.
I think you honestly picked the other force.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's just so bad now.
I think you need to make some.
Like, we have to Jund them. We have to Jund them now, essentially.
I mean, this deck is just literally a Jund deck.
It is. It's a Jund deck with a greedier mana base somehow. Which is kind of impressive. Jund decks have bad mana. Yeah, Honorak hates Mentor, and then he killed us in a mirror with Mentor, which made me so mad. It was me and Wilson, and we died to Honorak's one of Mentor when we had 3 in our deck. I was furious, George.
I mean, he just replaced the mentors with more cantrips to find his mentors, you know?
Alright. We're getting Show Gristle branded.
I mean, that's what he needs, Show Gristle brand. We can beat Emrakul. Yeah. They might honestly have Emrakul.
Or nothing. I'm going to try to snap Thoughtseize them.
Certainly.
I play my land first, right? To play on days.
Minor, but there's no downside.
I'm gonna bluff a blast, even though like it doesn't really do much.
You get to bluff both blasts.
It's true.
If anyone knows me in Legacy, I love a good blast.
Do you remember when Jacob Wilson streamed a troll rug deck that would just 8 blasts in the board?
I mean, I've had Grand Prix multiple times, played 6 blasts. I just love them. They're so good. They're kind of like irreplaceably powerful in Legacy.
Do I just say Grizzlebrand? And try to ponder into Surgical?
What does Surgical do? Oh, because you can hit the Grizzlebrands. But they get to Intuition this turn, and which means they're gonna put Sneak Attack into play, almost certainly.
So what do you? Well, I guess I could
Counter Sneak Attack is the thing, just not this turn.
Now the pitching force looks a little bit worse.
I mean,
what if I just take Intuition, actually?
We can also Blue Blast. What are you worried about with Intuition? Well, okay, so yeah, you have to take either Sneak Attack or rather Grizzlebrand or Intuition, right? If you take Sneak Attack, they just show and tell you. Which means I think you need to take Grizzlebrand.
Alright.
Because if you take Intuition, they can just draw land and then we don't have anything. At least this way you put them in a squeeze where they need to either Intuition into a mana source in order to set up the Sneak Attack, or Intuition for a fatty hope to draw the mana source.
Is it maniacal to keep this Jace?
No, I don't think so.
I think it's actually the best plan possible.
Yeah.
In which case I'm going to keep all 3 and don't think the order particularly matters. We're playing red for Higuchi's second right. We are not. Should we be?
I mean, it'll be good in a few turns.
Maybe.
It's really bad against Boseiju, though.
Oh, yeah.
Is it a sorcery or an instant?
It's an instant.
Oh, okay, never mind. It's only bad against Boseiju if they're wise to it.
Fetch lands are pretty good against second right, though.
There's a lot of things that are good against that card.
Painlands were good versus it in Standard.
Is that a thing that happened?
Yeah. I remember Magellan registered a second right in one of the regionals. And then once his opponents died to it the first time, they just started manipulating their life total, and then he would kill them with like lava spikes or whatever.
Sounds heinous.
Yeah.
But who am I to judge?
So I actually wonder what they're going to get here, right? Like, it's not at all clear to me what you're supposed to do.
It's not clear to me too. I honestly think that they should have just not cast the card.
And just wait to see if they draw a land. Because then if they draw land, they can EOT Intuition for like Emrakul and then kill me, right?
It's just like the classic like Tron and Modern thing. It's like when you see people crack their expedition map when they only have one Tron land. You should just wait because you just double your amount of good draws.
Oh yeah, I played a lot of Tron. I actually did a lot of winning with Tron at one point. Then I got bored of playing it.
The reason for them to do this is if they believe that they are under a time pressure in terms of running out of resources, which could be reasonable.
I have a 2-1 for 2.
That's not what I mean by a clock, right? This is strange. I think you just give them Cunning Wish, right? Like what are they gonna do? They're gonna Cunning Wish for another Intuition?
That takes so long to do that.
Yeah, and they're just in the same spot, so like they just achieve nothing.
Also, like, I also think that play is weird because if I had a Surgical, I would just give them Ponder and then Surgical with their Ponders.
Yeah.
I think that play was kind of awful, but whatever. Yeah, Ferrando's like, what was that Intuition?
Yeah, if they think we're gonna untap and like strip their hand more, but
I'm gonna play this.
I think we need to brainstorm here.
Yeah.
The problem is what are we gonna leave on top? We can't leave a mana source on top.
Yeah, that's true.
We can't leave a fatty
on top. We can only leave sneak attacks and shows on top.
Exactly. And like I don't even know if we can leave a show on top, honestly, because that's just a sneak attack. That's uncounterable.
Does this do anything?
Yeah, it'll counter a cantrip. Like it's better than.
Yeah. I guess I put back Dack.
I would put back Dack and maybe it's not better than.
I think the Edict is going to be good. I think the Snapcaster is going to be good, and I think the Tarmogoyf is going to be good. So it's really hard.
I think you just put Dack and then Snapcaster on top, and then you can just draw a card. Do you think you're capable of not fetching? Are you going to be able to do that?
Yeah, I think I'm very capable of not fetching this time.
I just think if they cast like a Brainstorm this turn, I'm going to want to Flusterstorm it and just like get rid of the Snapcaster Mage. But like if they do nothing, then we can just draw the Snapcaster.
I don't really. Is there anything they can Cunning Wish for that's good? Not.
They can get
really.
a 3 breach. That doesn't do anything.
They only have 3 lands.
Yeah, I don't.
And also, we know their hand is like sneak blank. It's not that likely to be a fatty. This is like mind-boggling.
They could have a fatty, but Cunning Wish doesn't really help them if they have a fatty.
No.
So I don't know.
I guess they were really expecting us to give them the Ponder, right?
Yeah, I mean, if they wanted to give them the Ponder...
If that was their plan, why didn't they just get 3 Ponders?
Maybe they boarded one out, I don't know.
I'm just trying to figure it out, and the more and more I think about this, the more and more I'm confused.
I find it best in these scenarios to just not think about it.
Intuition for Wish to get an Intuition!
I'm really glad we got to this stage of the game.
I'm gonna draw my top card, then fetch, then Brainstorm.
Probable strategy.
I'm gonna get Badlands, I guess, right?
Sure.
That's a loop. Akash said it's a loop. Ooh, this is actually pretty good here.
That is a fantastic draw, actually.
What do you want to put on top?
So I think we're gonna go Inquisition into Leovold this turn. Or actually, what our opponent's gonna go to 10. If we put Tarmogoyf into play, they're just we can't. They only have 1 green source. Lame. All right, that's fine. I would just put Snapcaster and Edict on top.
Yep.
And if they show on top, we can put this Tarmogoyf into play, which is nice. This Flusterstorm might do something this turn as well.
Yeah, it depends on what they do. Well, not going to do anything versus that. I really enjoyed the intuition for Cunning Wish to Cunning Wish for intuition. Which meant basically 9 mana to do nothing.
They didn't do nothing. They dealt 6 damage to themselves.
Dude, that's so sick. This is probably why I went like 10-0 last Monday with Grixis.
Oh, thinning the sideboard. That's
that's Galaxy Brain.
Yeah.
That's Galaxy Brain. If you have less cards in your sideboard, it's less likely you'll draw a bad card from your sideboard and save your deck.
If you're a powerful cheater that draws cards from their sideboard, you're less likely to mess up.
Dude, no one does that ever.
Sure, yeah. No one ever cheats.
Whoa.
Oh, they figured out how to cast Intuition.
I guess. Oh, they shuffled 1 Intuition into their deck via this method.
Oh, that's what they're doing. They're thickening their deck.
They're thickening their deck. This is the Cuneo deck thickening. Alright, I mean, I guess.
Alright. I don't know why they didn't get Grizzle Brands instead, but
yeah, that's really confusing.
I mean, I don't think we can lose. I guess
I'm gonna play Leovold, I guess. Or do I just leave up Edict?
No, you play Tarmogoyf. And the reason is if they draw land, they can go Show and Tell Sneak, attack you with Emrakul.
Alright, you're right.
And if they cast Show and Tell, you can just put the Leovold into play.
That's smart. That's really smart. Did I use Jace already?
I don't remember. It's gone too long.
I did use it, but it has gone on for a while.
They need Seething Song.
Seething Song would be really good for them. Cliffy, no, why? What if I just died a Seething Song?
Can't be countered.
But it actually still wouldn't do it because I would just Edict their freaking Emrakul.
Alright. I believe we have defeated our opponent.
Do you think they could have played this better?
I think they could have played it worse.
Of course they could have. They can just tab Beseiju every turn of the game and done nothing. Also, I think it's funny. I'm just not even going to cast Edict. I'm just going to bounce their Emrakul to Jace to just show dominance.
I think you should cast Edict, but target yourself, and then complain in the chat that you couldn't find Liliana's Triumphs and then you accidentally misclicked.
Here you go. Just for you, buddy.
You should sacrifice the Tarmogoyf. It's the worst creature. Oh, did we Preordain by edicting ourselves?
Yes.
They
could see it to the PM.
It wasn't BM. We were just growing our Goyf.
Dude, we're 1-0 tonight. We're so good.
Yeah. We've won the only match we played tonight.
Wait, Cliffy said, wait, fluster it. That's a good point. Why didn't we fluster our Edict? Punt.
Didn't really see that line.
Cast both, fluster both. Yeah, that would have been better. So
right, that went pretty smoothly.
A few nights ago, I was watching the team Modern Super League because I was bored, and Reed said both him and Logan practice their cascades by cascading for 90 minutes per night, and then Daniel said he also practiced cascading.
I mean, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah. How else do they win so much with Jund? That's the only explanation, right?
You don't think it's because they're incredibly good at Magic?
No, that's ludicrous.
Yeah, I mean, Magic's all variants, so...
I know. What's practicing cascading? Well, you just cast Bloodbraid Elf over and over, and you only remember the times where you hit something good. By the way, I'm gonna keep this hand.
This looks like quite the Jund hand.
This is quite the Jund hand. This looks like Grixis control to me.
The deck is very essentially Grixis control.
Ooh, my opponent's playing Grixis Delver Jund.
Oh, they're playing the Arcanist.
Well, it looks like it to me. Like, obviously it might not be, but...
I wonder who designed this deck. It looks pretty good.
Probably Luis.
Alright, so we
trying
want
to
to
figure out
take
what
here.
I should take here.
I think you want to take the Thoughtseize.
Yeah, this Daze is freaking annoying, though. Daze is so good versus these decks.
Knowing about it makes it less annoying. I kind of really want this Brainstorm to exist, so I think we need to take the Thoughtseize.
I agree.
I also don't want to give them perfect information.
Shroud is just listing all of the words I use in the chat that sound funny to him. What? Dude, what the hell?
Yeah, I told you to take the Thoughtseize.
I did! Magic is all variance explains how I won a Grand Prix. That makes so much sense. It also explains why Edgar hasn't won one, actually.
I have won a Grand Prix. Thanks for disrespecting me, Travis.
Shit, I forgot, buddy! I actually did forget. I'm not even trolling you here. I just forgot.
I can't believe you asked me to come onto your stream just so you could make fun of me and disrespect me.
Edgar, I would never do that to you. I would only do that to Daryl.
How do I unsub? I didn't even pay for this. I want whoever gifted me this sub to get their money back.
Alright, should I go Island Ponder?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I was gonna say you can play the C, but I think this is slightly better. I don't think it matters that much. As long as you don't get dazed. These cards are good.
Should I just Inquisition and run it into the days?
No, I would wait.
Alright.
The reason being, maybe you do.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about it. Like, I think that actually might be good.
Yeah, I suppose that's fine.
I'm going to put the...
Put the Decay furthest from the bottom. No, I actually like this a lot, because then you can curve K command into Jace.
Yeah. So Decay on the bottom.
Yeah. It's important in these Delver matchups to, if possible, minimize your need for a fourth color of mana.
Agreed.
So
we're going to try to not need green this game, essentially.
Right.
If they daze here, I don't even care. Okay. I guess I just take Preordain. What do they do with their... Oh, they haven't even cast a cantrip. I alternatively could take Daze.
If you take Daze, they're like pretty incentivized to not cast their Preordain. I think taking Daze is fine. The Daze is going to be pretty annoying.
Daze is so good versus our deck, like... Just like, period. I believe the picture I chose for Edgar is him winning some face-to-face event.
Yeah, it's a face-to-face.
Oh my god!
Oh, that one is tough to beat.
This
Wow,
wow,
that was
so freaking good. Like,
that is really annoying.
wow, some genius put this into their deck. What are the odds they're just playing the exact list I played before?
Are you saying you invented this deck?
No. I'm actually not saying that because there were other people who had like 5-0s with it as well. Bro, this is gonna suck. I feel like we're gonna lose to this card.
I think so. It's
It
basically
gets
Dark Confidant.
really out of control very quickly.
We can't even like cast this K command for value, which is unfortunate.
No, this says...
You just need to end up drawing this Decay, but the damage has been done, certainly.
I agree.
I mean, kind of a stranded K command here. We are definitely in a pickle. I would fetch your Taiga.
We don't have Taiga in our deck.
I know.
That's the joke.
It's comedy at its finest, Jarvis.
Yeah, you're much better at comedy than I am.
Why do you think that's the case?
I don't know. You're probably handsome and thin.
Don't really see how those are related factors, but I'll accept it.
Well, couldn't care less.
You're better at mathematics than I am.
Are you sure?
I think so. Don't you have like a PhD?
No.
You have a master's?
Yeah. Dude, I think I'm dead. Okay, well, we
Why do you
can't
think you're
let-
dead? You just murdered his creature. They have nothing. We are at the strong life total of 16. All we have to do is defeat 4 cards in hand.
How did they have so many cards? Oh,
They
they got
just
to
one
take
then.
one of our cards. Oh, this is an angler? Yikes.
Do you think them drawing Thoughtseize into Arcanist was just like a good series, or do you think
Yes.
we played bad?
I don't think we played bad, but I also don't think we're in good shape. Well, I guess
Yeah,
I
we could-
can kill that, make them discard, which I'm probably supposed to do.
Oh, I think I know what happened. I think we got unlucky. You should tell our opponent in the chat.
Dude, I don't like doing that. I know you might like doing that, but I'm not going to. Are we done trolling each other now?
No, I'll probably keep trolling you, but I'll stop for now.
Oh, dude, it's okay. I know you're trolling me. Oh, they forced it? I guess that makes sense, actually.
It's perfect sense.
What did they pitch? They pitched a
Turn
second
5.
force, which makes a lot of sense. Ooh, it did not flip. As long as it's not an Arcanist. Alright. Probably dead now.
Deluge would have been a good draw there.
I agree. So they drew a creature or land last turn. Alright, that's fine. Well, that card should not be in their deck in my opinion, but whatever.
Oh, is that the deck's just playing discard spells instead? You don't play any Pierces? Alright.
I think only in the sideboard. I think Pierce is so much better in the sideboard. This was actually a live draw. We're
Yep.
not dead yet. I have to snap decay.
And block.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it during their upkeep to minimize the drawing.
No, don't do it during the upkeep.
Why?
Oh, I guess you do. Sure.
I was wondering if there was an actual strategic reason or if you were just trolling me again.
I mean, the reason would be sorcery speed removal, but any removal they would have just kills you, so.
Yes. Except if they were playing Fatal Push, which I was, but I was also playing Forked Bolt. It was like 50-50.
Well, and Fatal Push gets you anyways, since it's an instant.
Need to draw out. Not feeling good about this one.
I think we're a favorite.
Really? I
No,
don't.
not at all.
Why would you troll me? Ooh, okay. I guess I can do something. I guess I snap Ponder.
Yep. Just try to find some action. If you find an Edict or even a Leovold is fine.
Do I tap my Grove?
Yeah, you have to.
What's up, CHMTG?
There's no way to tap to.
Alright, we died. They had another force behind. So we were never beating that. So they just drew Force of Will that turn. Because we knew about the Pierce from the Delver.
And they didn't force us on their upkeep.
So we cannot play around Wasteland, so is your plan to usually just overload Wasteland?
Yeah, I try to minimize its impact, but it's obviously this matchup is not fantastic for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
But I do try to like lower the curve a significant amount, bring in everything that can trade efficiently. So I bring in all the Blast, the Fluster, the Edict, the Tarmogoyf. Yeah, I like Deed and Command as well. I don't like Spellbomb that much because it doesn't play to the board, although that might change with Arcanist, but I think I would still not have it.
So, do you want to play Force of Will?
I do not.
Okay.
I think in general you have enough stuff that's can interact cheaply, and I think it becomes too much of a liability against Blasts and Flusters. Although maybe they have less of those. I cut all my Dacks and all my Jaces as well.
Oh, so you're really, really just trying to Jund.
Yeah, you can just kill them with snaps and strix and stuff as long as you just need to not get tempoed out of the game.
So what are the last 2 cuts?
Thoughtseize. And I can keep the Inquisitions.
Yeah, that makes sense. Arcanist wrecked me. Wow, that card's so good. To be fair, it was not in their hand. We would have taken it if it had been.
Yeah, I think your Thoughtseize too, which is like also a beating.
Alright, I'm gonna keep like... I think you just keep like any reasonable 7 in these matchups.
Yeah, especially land heavy ones. Like I don't mind having extra mana sources.
Do I Volk?
No, I think I would lead on Trop. Trop or Tarn, your choice. I can maybe just Tarn. I'll just leave on Tarn.
Alright.
Our hand is not land heavy enough to just let him wasteland us.
Goblin Wacky 1, I think you're saying that because you play Goblins and Arcanist is so good versus you. I think Narset is probably more broken on average.
It's the thing you Deathrite Shaman because it blocks Goblin Lackey.
Do you want to just go Mire go?
Yep.
Right. So our plan is to just kill off their creatures. One card I've been thinking about for that deck is to play Narsets on the sideboard, but I'm not sure if I'm going to or not. This is kind of annoying.
Yeah, jeez.
Look at Edgar cards are so bad. What's this? Why? Edgar, why? I was semi-trolling you, but I also do think probably your opinion of that card is slightly inflated. Do you want to Deluge or Deed?
I think I would Deed.
Yeah. Am I getting only non-basics because I'm exposed to Wasteland anyways?
Yeah, so let's think about how we want to do this. Ideally, we would have 2 red, 2 green. So I think you get Bayou Badlands.
And then if you waste that, I'm fine because I still have the Volk.
Maybe you don't bother getting our green because we're casting our green spell this turn. But I want our decays to be live, so I would just get Bayou Badlands.
Right. Certainly playing a 4th color makes this harder. And I have to get Bayou off the Mire, which I almost messed up. Then I was looking at it, because fortunately it does tell me. Isn't Munitions Expert the same card as Gem Palm Incinerator? Oh, I guess not quite, because it counts itself.
So the reason to Deed on this turn over Deluge is because this threatens the answer, but for like they need to respond to it on this turn cycle. Where if we Deluge and they need to counter it, but then when we play Deed next turn, we're not threatening anything, so they don't really need to counter it.
My God. I guess brainstorming again is not even that great, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
just getting extra cards is just, you know, freaking busted. What if they don't hit a land? Huh.
What if they hit a really good land?
So do you want to Deluge here now?
Yeah, I think you have to.
Yeah, I think it's going to get outrageous if we don't do anything about this. Obviously, we could get Dazed, which would be the max punishment, but I don't think we have the luxury of playing around it. All right.
The alternative is not much better, where you just let them do whatever they want.
Okay. So one thing that I'm sort of happy about is they played Wasteland instead of playing a fetch. So they may be locked. Or maybe they just think wasting the blue source is better.
Yeah, from their perspective, it probably is.
Interesting.
Maybe all their cards are good too. Who knows?
Had it. Do you want to Punishing Fire main phase?
Yeah, I would just Punishing Fire with the Volk open.
Yeah, that was my inclination as well.
I Brainstorm at a turn, see what they do.
Thoughtseize bug, indeed. They took our Brainstorm, and then we drew another one. Sort of how, like, we Thoughtseize their Thoughtseize, and then they drew another Thoughtseize, and then an Arcanist. We got fucked. I didn't consider Pyroblasting that even for a second. I think that's just too bad. God, what the fuck?
Oh, this card is fully dicking on us.
Well, I think especially the way your deck is set up, 1/3s are harder than normal.
Yeah, there has historically not been a lot of powerful 3 toughness creatures
It might be
in Legacy.
changing now.
Yeah.
Have they played a land? They have, so I guess I'll brainstorm now and see what's going on. It's not great. What do you want to do?
Cry mostly, but let's think about how we can win. I think you need to shove away this command.
So command land.
Sure, yeah. And you can go fetch for Underground Sea and
Preordain.
I could probably get another volcanic.
Oh,
Yeah,
because we have double black there.
Yeah, you never need more than 1 black source.
That's so close, but I think if we let them get traction with this, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I think I would bottom both. Just finding decay is so much upside.
Okay, well,
Pretty
this
good
is
too.
also good. They could force it, then we can blast. But now, more importantly, they don't just get to attack for free anymore, right?
Right. It's kind of hard for them to take this card off the table.
This is why I played one. Oh my god, what a fucking asshole.
Oh, they can just double bolt it. That's kind of sick. But I mean, they don't get other values,
Yeah,
so.
yeah, but I mean, that's kind of bad for us still, like. This is why I played one Fatal Push off and on, because it is really good versus Tarmogoyf. But, I don't know. I guess this is fine as well. Damn. Casting Innocent does nothing, right? Yeah. You did not have Dreadcourt Arcanist in mind. Should I just blast that?
I think you have to. I think we need to just use our mana here because we're not going to be able to do that as reliably later.
Alright, they've just played a land set go. It makes me feel like their last 2 cards are not that good. So do you want to snap Preordain?
Yeah, this is rough.
If I snap Preordain, I should probably play my land first.
Yeah, and leave your
Use-
Bayou open. I think we really need to find decay here.
Alright, so I should fetch then. To play around Pierce?
You want to get fetch first?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna get Underground Sea, I guess?
Yep.
Alright, they didn't blast it, which is a good sign. What's up, Mike Noble? Love the updated username as always. Probably have to bottom both. You agree?
Well, what if we just let them brainstorm again? Is that too risky? Because if we bottom miss, we're gonna like kind of regret it, right?
Alright.
Maybe
sure.
you do. If you top it, they could just Inquisition us too, which would suck.
Well, if I top this, I'm just gonna cast it this turn. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Maybe just bottom it then.
Sup, Onrod, thanks for the raid. Ved says, why does Edgar sound like he's on the toilet? I thought we fixed that. Maybe we didn't.
Yeah, I think my mic just sucks. Sorry, guys.
I'm gonna keep this and then just cast it. I
Okay,
think.
sounds good to me.
That's... Huh, is that good enough? Magallanes. Also,
So we get a Snap Deluge, and then we can K command after. We get an Inquisition this turn as well.
yeah, that seems like it might be good enough, actually.
It's the best we got.
It's not really that exciting, honestly, but it is the best we got, right? Alright. I guess that sort of makes sense. I just take True Name, I guess, right? The problem is if I don't take True Name, they could just sit on it forever and then...
Yeah, you gotta take the True Name for sure. The K command cleans up the Delver secrets.
Opponent's going to Inquisition me? Well, no they aren't, because, like, I just spent my card. That was the whole point of this. Your deck was not designed with this card in mind. And it's definitely showing. Maybe they'll just play 2 creatures. Whoa. Also, one weird thing about the... Oh, no! Oh, no!
We are getting ranked today.
I think the age of this deck is sort of showing. Things have shifted a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, that is definitely likely to be true. Especially with... Like, I played this deck with the idea of Delver not being popular.
Taking me to Old Hidden Valley? I don't know what that means, but it doesn't sound good for me. Dude, what's the plan? I can't even, like, remove that Liliana easily. Oh, the wrench brand. I see. Let's see. What does a winning game look like?
We, like, really need to find Decay. That's basically the only way we can...
Alright, I guess I say go. If they Inquisition me, then I guess I'll just place Snapcaster target Brainstorm. With Inquisition resolved and Brainstorm end step. But obviously this is not good.
You might just need to Deluge here, and then... Oh, it's so bad. I think you need to Deluge here. I don't think you can let him keep attacking with Arcanist.
Alright.
Hopefully they just, like, keep ticking up this Lily, going for ultimate. Wow.
We are getting crushed. WWDFD. I don't know what that stands for, but it's probably something funny. Oh, what would Dan Fournier do? That is an excellent question. Probably spout some ramblings about communism. Yo, what's up, Spanky? I'm gonna see you tomorrow, friend. We are getting our ass handed to us by the zombie wizard. This card is freaking sweet. Maybe I'll just design Grixis control with this card.
I think that sounds less good.
Yeah, probably.
Dude,
none of my cards do anything! I guess I can return Tarmogoyf, make them discard.
Got bested in the arena of ideas. Alright, you can do that.
It's a zombie wizard, yeah. Oh no, I should have... Why did I kill... What the hell am I... What's wrong with me?
Oh, was there Lilia too?
Yeah, what? Oh my god, I'm such a moron!
If it makes you feel better, I don't think we could have won anyways.
I'm not going to shame concede, but I do believe. I think we could have. Like, we just killed our... Like, I guess it depends on what happens this turn. Unsubscribe. Yeah, that was a pretty bad punt, I'm not going to lie. So yeah, if for anyone who's playing this deck at home, you should probably adjust your removal so it actually kills this card. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. I think the natural progression is to just go back to Grixis now that you have Narset.
Ooh, that makes a lot of sense. So none of... I guess Punching Bear is still really good in the mirrors, but...
Yeah, but there's less incentive to be, like, on Leovold, right?
Right. Oh gosh, what are you linking there? You making Scotty feel unwelcome? Uh-oh.
Scotty.
That's bad.
Alright.
Okay, we're 1-1. 1-1. There's nothing to see here. These are the first two matches we've played the entire night. On a scale of 1 to 10, how hyped am I for Modern Horizons? 9 for Limited, unknown for the other formats. Are you going to draft any Modern Horizons in preparation for the Mythic Championship?
I plan to do basically nothing but draft it for like a month.
The one thing you do have to do is adjust your Modern deck.
Yeah, I mean, I think the whole format's going to shift.
Yeah, I think so too. So, are you going to let Moto iterate some for you and then try to figure it out?
Almost certainly. I think Amulet is going to get significantly worse.
I agree.
Which is very sad for me to state, but is a harsh reality. So I think that there's a good chance I don't play Amulet at the Pro Tour.
Blue-white control will be King of Modern? Maybe. I mean, it's hard to tell, like, I have no idea what's actually supposed to happen. Well, I will say one thing. I do think this deck is sweet. I am really happy you did well with it at that one tournament. I think its time of being good is probably not now.
Yeah, I mean, it was certainly a reaction to blue-white being very huge in the format.
Makes sense. I will draft... Ooh, Solnox. I think this is Dark Depths or Karn Pod. I'm going to keep... What? Yes, next Thursday I plan to do draft, and probably the Monday after that I also plan to do drafts. I will stream a bunch of the Modern Horizon drafts.
When does Modern Horizons come out?
Next Thursday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can start getting your fill in, Ed. Can I call you Ed?
You can call me whatever you want, Jarvis.
Nice. Nice. Should I go see Thoughtseize? Probably. Yeah. They scry to the bottom.
What does Solnox play? He plays Storm, right?
No, they're usually Dark Depths or like random green deck.
Oh, right, right.
This is Carry, I think. California Carry. All right. Do you want to take Thoughtseize or Crop Rotation?
I think you have to take the Thoughtseize.
It kind of sucks because they actually have the combo lined up, but...
I think it's fine. We just need to find our Edict.
We only have one, right?
Yeah, but I mean, we also need lands. If they just take Preordain, they have infinite time.
Just Deluge the Merit Lage. Wow.
Done it before, but that was in the Death Rate era.
I don't think time favors us.
I mean, time certainly doesn't favor us if we're missing land drops.
Right. That was good. I guess I should actually Preordain off Island. Yeah. Because if I hit another discard spell, I want to snap that off. I'm gonna...
I think I just keep these.
Do you cast the Ponder now or no?
I would wait. I would keep, I would draw the Brainstorm. I don't know if you can undo Preordains.
You can't. I just tried. It's okay. I'm chuckling at the chat. I love all you guys. Shit, bro. That's not good.
Oh. I think we're dead.
So I need to Brainstorm into Land Edict, right?
Yep. Or Strix.
Dude, we're dead. Maybe they won't do it, I guess. We should bluff, right?
Just say go with 2 mana open.
I guess I don't want to draw this Leovold particularly.
No.
I guess I don't really want to draw any of the cards in my hand. I'm gonna bluff.
But you just believe, alright? Alright. Maybe they won't attack. Play around. Oust. No, condemn, sorry. It's unlucky.
Unlucky that we got Dark Depths.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this matchup?
This matchup is bad.
Okay. I would also guess it's bad, but so what's the plan, Stan?
Okay, so in this matchup, I think you want Flusterstorm. I like Tarmogoyf. I think I like Surgical Extraction too. Surgical is kind of weird. It's one I go back and forth on, but I think it's generally good just because there's a lot of ways you can break up the first Merit Lake, and then it's a good insurance plan for after. I like to shave on Punishing Fire. I think it's okay to have 2 of them. I don't like Deluge. I don't mind Dack, but I would definitely shave. I think you want your other K command actually, just because buying back Strix is like really good in this matchup. I not like.
Is honestly Forcible actually that good for some?
It's like not that good, but I'm not sure you can cut it. Is the problem? Maybe you can.
I'm gonna try cutting it.
All right.
Because so my take on this situation is that I think these cards are better, and they're also going to try to him you post board, so it's like kind of not great.
Yeah, and like there's no like one particular card you want to counter outside like crop rotation.
Yeah.
You have a bunch of enchantments after board, but I think keeping a decay for those plus the blobs is probably better.
Well, I'm going to ship this.
Yeah.
10 sucks. Do I keep and scry into a blue source?
Or a green source.
How many blue sources are in the deck?
Not that many, honestly.
This deck is a disaster. Cobalt, it's not going great at the moment.
I think I would keep this.
You would keep?
Yeah, it's close, but
I think keeping is probably correct. Solvin, one thing about No Lily is trying better than Edict. Edicting yourself occasionally comes up, so it's not strictly better. The corner case where Triumph versus Leyland of Sanctity also comes up.
It's like so marginal both ways.
Nah, Vid, I think this is a keep.
I think you need too many resources with this deck, and they're discard heavy.
Exactly. That's why I think this deck is a mole. That might be true, Akash. Mark, I don't have the list for Karn Pod currently. I never keep that hand. Absolute trash. Interesting. Okay.
I mean, I think this hand is very likely to not do anything, but this hand is actively good if we draw a land. And like, what are our chances of winning on 5 cards against 8 discard spells and possibly Hand of Turok, right?
Pretty low is my opinion. That's why I wanted to keep.
It's tough either way, for sure.
This is why I wanted to side out Force for what it's worth.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I think it sort of...
I don't remember if I was doing that before or not. I remember testing the matchup a bit with Daryl. I forget which conclusion I came to, but it's definitely something I tried.
Their list is slightly different, as we can tell now.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Obviously didn't know about this, but I would have cast the Thoughtseize anyways, so... Opponent's deck looks sweet. Why would you say that, Negator 77? Should I take Sylvan Scrying? Seems like I should take Sylvan Scrying, although it's like all kind of pretty bad. I suspect their top card is Hex Mage, but I can't do anything about it.
I think we need maximum time. If they have Hex Mage, they have Hex Mage, but
I'm going to take the Scrying.
Yeah.
Because the problem is if I don't take Scrying, they can just Scrying for the Sejiri step the next turn.
If you're confident their top card is Hex Mage, you could take the Flusterstorm since we need to draw Edict.
Well, if I draw Edict, I could just Edict them on my main phase. Obviously, it's like worse.
Well, you get an
they
extra
don't
turn
use
to draw
as
Edict.
much resources doing it, but oh, interesting. What does that mean? I feel like that means something, but I'm not sure what.
That's strange to me. They draw Crop Rot, maybe?
That would actually make sense then, right?
But, like, is there still a reason to not play the Dark Depths? Well, maybe they just want to fetch their bottom card, I guess, but they don't want to.
That actually does make sense. Because if they brainstormed a good card, bad card back and they don't want to draw the bad card, then this makes sense, right? Going swimmingly. Do you just jam Dack?
Yeah, I think you need to. I think you need to find some action here.
So I'm not going to attack and I'm going to jam
No,
Dack.
yeah, definitely don't attack.
Alright, this makes sense. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
I think you get rid of the second deck for sure. The question is, do you get rid of the fire or the Tarmogoyf? Keeping the fire is better if they play like a Bob or something.
I don't think the bug version plays Dark Confidant for what it's worth.
Yeah, I would just discard the fire because if we get to go like Strix Goyf next turn, we might be able to do something.
Obviously, I think like we're kind of fucked no matter what, but maybe they don't have anything good. Yes, our plan is to Jace, obviously, but...
Yeah, but I mean, assuming that doesn't go perfect. Oop. Alright, I don't think these cantrips do anything.
Well, so I actually think the Brainstorm will do something. Their plan is to Inquisition, take their Fluster, then Brainstorm into land, Edict, right? Or
you can play Strix. No, I want to play Strix this turn.
Okay.
So, I think you can keep a cantrip so that if you miss again next turn, then you can find an Edict and backdoor that way. But that's bad against Fluster. But I mean, we're gonna Inquisition it likely.
So you want me to discard Brainstorm Tarmogoyf?
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think we won't need this Tarmogoyf to win the game.
We won't need this, right?
Right. The upside to keeping Tarmogoyf is that we get like Strix into Tarmogoyf, but I think this is fine.
If they Fluster, I'm not going to pay, obviously, because that
would kill us.
Kill us. So I don't know anything in their hand. All right. Can't wait to get Thoughtseized here.
I don't feel horrible about this spot.
Yeah, I think we're slightly favored if this is what the game looks like.
Kind of unfortunate.
They're probably killing Dack.
They should.
It's like the Elder Spell.
It's exactly the same card.
Yeah, it has two modes. It makes Merit Lage, or it kills Dack Fayden. Whoa! 265 person raid from your teammate Gabe Nassif.
You probably heard that I was on here.
Probably.
Hey, Gab.
Hey Gab.
What?
Yellow hat, it's such a good song.
Oh, I can do the combo.
What's the combo?
The Kappa hat plus the Jarvis clap. Perfect.
Whoa, that's sick. That is truly sick.
Oh, CHMTG wants you to rap. Do you need me to lay a beat for you?
Sure.
Will you actually rap?
No, I'm so bad at that. I'm even worse at that than I am at normal singing. Oh gosh. Okay, they decided not to do it. Interesting. Alright. Who wished this on me?
Jarvis, you're really bad at this.
Okay, alright. Crisis
We made it.
avoided. What's the
I
plan?
just keep all the cantrips.
So discard 2 of these.
Yeah, because the problem is our opponent's gonna be able to attack Jace and then kill the Dack, so we kind of need the cantrips to have any action. Or just fetch it at Tropical Island.
Are we gonna lose to Stifle? I mean, if we
hope
do,
so.
whatever. Like, what the hell am I gonna do about Stifle?
That'd be so sick. I hope we lose to Stifle.
I hope we don't, but that's okay. I understand where your heart truly is, Edgar.
Please. Yes.
What?
Oh,
Come on! Why didn't? Oh, why?
that is so sick. Oh,
Not like this.
it's so great that he waited for the minus instead of just hitting the fetch. I guess he was playing around Lily. Oh no, he had Lily covered. That is so sick.
All right, I want to play the last 2 matches
All right.
because we got to improve. Disco Shark, thank you for the follow. Wow, this is you taught me to do Grand Prix with this deck.
I was drawing better than we're drawing today. Also, the meta was different.
I feel like I should mulligan.
Yes, it's an ideal hand.
I feel like I should keep.
I agree.
Ooh.
I think I would keep that.
I'm not sure if it was actually a slow roll.
No, it's probably just correct play.
Yeah. I don't think it was a slow roll. I think they were just analyzing what they were supposed to do. Is Edgar Portuguese? I'll let Edgar answer that. All right.
I'm Canadian, but my parents are Portuguese.
You're Canadian Portuguese.
Yeah, I mean, I
Hey,
suppose.
bets on Black Red Reanimator off foil Bloodstained Mire. All right, I would have lost. Good thing you didn't bet. Edgar, pronounce your last name for Ved.
My last name is pronounced Magayange.
I was pretty close.
Yeah, you were pretty good. I like that my last name has basically become a meme. I used to not care at all. I mean, I still don't. People have been butchering it my whole life.
Should I play Volk? Mire makes me think Storm for what it's worth.
Yeah, it's very unlikely to be Delver, so I think playing Volk is fine.
Well, so it looks like Grixis control. Do you just let this happen, or do you force pitch something?
This is brutal. I think I would just force pitch Jace and then try to Dack our way to victory.
I agree. I was really going to be scared if they forced back, because then we would basically be left with nothing, but whatever. I still jammed the Dack, right?
For sure, yeah. Just get a Tropical Island. It's very hard for people to beat this game 1 in the mirror.
It's really hard for them to beat Punching Fire Grove, period.
Yeah. Discard those P-Fuckers.
Discard both fires?
Yeah.
If they play Narset, that's fine. We'll decay it. Well, I guess it's not fine, but it's what we're going to do.
CHMTQ, when did we play against each other? I suppose I don't recognize their username. Although I think we played on Moto, if that's what you mean.
Well, Ved spoiled it. It's Mark.
Sorry?
It's Mark.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, should I Leovold and just steal their Strix?
I don't want to put Leovold down to 2 just because
Sure.
of K command.
Should I just plus stack and then play Leovold?
Yeah, I think I would do that. If you hit a land,
Ooh.
that's pretty good.
Should I discard? Well, I'm
just discard the Decay. The Decay and the Fire is fine. And then you can. I might just Thoughtseize and play Leovold.
I can't. Look at my mana.
Oh, you can't do that. Yeah, I would not do that then. I think I would.
Should I just discard the Thoughtseize then? The problem is Jace is... Well, actually, I guess we can manage Jace, right?
Jace doesn't matter. Really, like, nothing in the deck matters except for, like, Gurmag Angler or possible True Name Nemesis. So I think discarding Thoughtseize is fine. And I would just start the Punishing Fire train, just play Leovold, say go.
That's fair. Whoa, we got another big raid from Jim Davis. Jeez. Look at this night. Everyone wants to see the meme deck, Edgar. It wasn't actually a meme. You actually did do well in a tournament. I'm just exaggerating for comic effect.
I mean, it's kind of a meme, but I think...
It was good then. It's just getting worse now.
Yeah. It was definitely the ideal tournament for the deck. And it's just, like, very much my style and Legacy. Like, I played a lot of Check Pile as well.
I also played Check Pile. Deathray Shaman was a really good card, though.
Yeah. It's just like the same deck. You can just imagine you never draw Deathray.
Sam Hopkins says this deck needs some white cards in it.
I'm okay with that. Let's do that. Let's splash into Fairy.
Splash into it. Tez Mizit, Kuwen, thank you for the follow. Thanks for everyone hanging out. This deck just needs Narset. That's a good point. So, one thing to notice, I think they can't really kill this card easily in game 1, right?
No, that's why I didn't want to put it down to 2,
Yeah,
because
that
Cake
makes
Man
sense.
would be away.
Mark, some people also call it the 4-color command deck Check Pile. Command the Horde.
Yeah.
Which is
I believe
funny
it was,
because I don't really associate with that, but it was from the Czech conglomerate as well. So I think that's why it's funny. Alright, what are they going to do with this? Plus target nothing? Alright, that makes sense. Fortunately, we have all these punishing fires. All we need to find are lands. And then we'll take over the game, right?
Yeah, as long as you just keep making your land drops. But I mean, like, even from this base, I don't think it's very difficult for us to fall too far behind. We can just kill the Strix and then start pressuring the Liliana. They can never really get any footing.
Agreed. Oh, that's like pretty okay too. Should I P fire or decay the Strix? Probably P fire.
Yeah, I would just fire it.
Just fire to
I mean-
attack Liliana and save the decay, or just decay the Liliana?
No, I would just save the decay. If they just want to minus and get back their useless Strix, who cares?
That's fair. I don't want to tap.
Well, you can start with the Dack Plus, right?
Oh, sure. Actually, that makes more sense, right? Alright. I feel like I want to discard Fire Ponder? Does that sound right?
Fire Ponder, and then you get back 2 fires and you fire something. Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Because I really want to keep the land. If I cast Ponder, I would just look for a land anyways.
No,
right?
you definitely keep the land.
Yeah.
No question there.
Ooh, I could have Dacked them to make them discard one.
No, I think that's a bad play. Because they still catalog, or they still draw 1, discard 2, right? Which is
Yeah, that's actually not that great.
they get to like filter their cantrips.
Volk.
I think that play is only good when they have exactly 1 card in hand, or else it's just too much of a liability.
So just P-Fire their Strix attack Liliana?
Yeah.
I guess I'll do it now. Just try another one. So they're basically dead, right? It might take a while to actually kill them, but they're basically dead.
Oh, what happened here?
Nothing. Edgar's breaking the rules of card advantage.
I do like breaking the rules of card advantage.
So they're gonna side in Bloodmoon versus us, right?
Likely. If they have access to it, they'll slide it in.
They're very carefully not targeting our Leovold with the Liliana plus. They will side in Grave Titan? I don't like that.
I've Grave Titaned some people before. That card is nice. Well, this is a tough way to do it. Gladly take our card.
Do you think they'll concede to the Punishing Fires I'm about to cast next turn?
I mean, if they're not conceding to them now, I don't know why would they concede to them after?
Yeah, I don't really know either. This is really weird.
They're just slogging through. I respect that.
Start with plus.
Mark, don't forget the Lingering Souls. I think that that sideboard had Lingering Souls as well.
I guess I'll just start with plus. We just have it all, buddy.
Jarvis, you're spewing value. You could have discarded 2 Punishing Fires.
I don't think I actually want to do that.
If
Maybe
you're
I'm
not decking
supposed to.
you're not playing this deck properly. I don't know what to tell you.
Fair enough. I feel like I don't need this card. Well, actually, it's a good answer to big creature.
It's good insulation.
Can I discard this?
Yeah, you can get rid of Decay now. You don't
Can I
need
discard
it.
the Force as well?
No, I would keep it. Jarvis, you literally have infinite card advantage. That's not even an exaggeration.
I know. What else should I discard? I don't even know. I just have it
Discard
all.
fire. Discard
What?
fire. And then get it back.
Alright, fine.
Let's get back 2 of them. Kill the Strix, kill the Lily. They have nothing. We have Force in our hand. I want to get on Mr. Bones' wild value ride.
I don't even know what that means.
Luckily, fun is 0 sum. So, I think currently we're having all of it.
I don't know what that means either. Honestly, both. Play the land. Lands are good. Everything's good. How do you
Someone in
think
the
I
chat-
could lose? I would probably lose if my computer disconnected.
Someone in chat wanted to steal Strix when they could have just Ancestral Recalled for free instead. What a shame.
Oh my god! Look, it doesn't target! We're spewing value!
Oh, that's a reason to play that Triumph. They can play Triumph actually.
I don't even care about that, I think.
You don't care about your Leovold dying when you can literally just draw your entire deck.
I care about
I'll let this happen. Yeah, I don't care about this.
Oh, they got our, like, worst 2 cards somehow, too. Do you leave in force?
God, no.
You play one way.
This is the matchup I lost in the top 8, though, so what do I know?
You lost this matchup in top 8?
I got Brainstorm locked.
Didn't you lose to Grixis Delver instead?
No, I lost to Grixis Control.
Wow.
The Grixis Delver deck lost the other quarterfinals, too, so the top 8, or the top 4 was just 2 Death and Taxes deck and Daniel.
So you would have browned Daniel real bad.
Probably would have won the Grand Prix.
Probably.
Death and Taxes is like the buy.
I'm just gonna snap Edict.
Sure.
I probably should not have tapped like that, but that's okay.
Personally, I think this was optimal. You know, just use a fetch. Who cares? Get that Badlands.
Do you actually think it was optimal?
Not at all.
Wow, why are you trolling me?
I hope someone tunes into the stream and just thinks we're cube grafting.
It has a look about it.
God, don't you love this, Jarvis? Isn't this fun?
This is kind of fun, yeah.
I'm having fun.
I haven't played this type of Magic in a while. The like literally grind them to 0 Magic.
This is all I want to do in any game of Magic. If I'm not putting Emrakul into play on turn 1, this is what I want to do.
Make them miserable.
Fun is 0 sum, Jarvis.
I wish I could. That sounds so fun, Mark. Mark wants to know if we, Oh, you can read.
Gerard made top 4? I thought he lost in the top 8. Wasn't the top 4 DNT, U, and Grixis Control? I think it was, Daniel. I think you're lying to me. Oh.
This is like, you know what this reminds me of? Like Squee Compulsion. I guess you've never actually played those cards together.
I know what they both do, though.
So it's basically the same thing.
I've played some Squee and Vintage before.
With Bizarre Baghdad?
Yeah.
That's some good shit right there. No, they can kill my Jace and it won't even matter. I just want to emblem this deck. What is it? -8?
I've stolen some good ones.
I'm kind of just doing things at random. I don't think it even matters what I do.
I think it would be very difficult for you to lose this game.
I could probably find a way if I was actually trying to.
I believe in you, Jarvis. You should try.
How demoralized do you think the opponent is right now?
Incredibly. And it gives me life.
It gives you life?
Yeah.
Do I have another red source?
No, that's it.
We're going to start the mediocre beatdowns. This deck does scream for a Death Ray Shaman, I agree with you.
Death Ray Shaman is training wheels.
No, it's not. It's just good. Dude, when you say something like that, I have to call you out on your shit, right?
You don't have to. Just let me live in my fantasy, Jarvis.
Alright, you can unban any card in Legacy. What card do you choose and why?
Is that directed at me?
Yeah.
I don't really know. Maybe Survival.
Would you want to play it?
I'll try it. Problem is, I think everything on the Legacy ban list is either boring or broken.
I agree with that.
So like, I'm not really like itching for any of them to come off.
Yeah, it was more of a hypothetical question. While I'm busy like dicking around this game.
If the question is like, which one do I think is like the safest to unban, then I would probably say something like, I don't know, like Mind Twist probably. But I think that like unbanning it is probably just not necessary because it's either going to be unfun or completely unplayable, and then what's the point?
Doing things at random, it does not matter.
Our opponent's trying to clock us out. I respect that.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll just start attacking.
Yeah, I agree, Goblin Lackey. It's just no negative. It's just like no reason. It's just not that good, Eddie. I don't think. I don't think it's like better than Hymn to Turok. I doubt it would see any play. But there's just like no upside, right? Because like either you unban it, and the only upside is if you think that there's like some inherent value in having a smaller ban list, just intrinsically. But I don't think that that's like a real thing, especially for a format like Legacy.
Do you think our opponent's having fun?
I think our opponent's trying to deck us. They just play Narset and say go.
Yeah.
It's a high level play.
It is.
Yeah, I mean they're definitely just trying to time us out, but I don't think it. I know you got those fast land mechanics. I would just not cast spells, Jarvis. Just kill your opponent.
I'm not going to cast Punishing Fire. That takes too long.
Yeah, we got some resident sleepers in the chat. You know what that is, Jarvis?
No, I don't actually.
You're not even familiar with Twitch memes?
No. You know
me,
I live under a rock. You know that, right?
We get some lulls in the chat for Jarvis.
This is probably something you're very familiar with, isn't it?
I literally live on the internet. There we go. We got a single ball in the chat.
Can I not kill this thing easily? I guess I can P-Fire it 3 times.
Just murder it. You also could have just ulted your Dack at any point and then taken it.
No, I couldn't. I had to take their Strix. Don't be ridiculous.
Oh yeah, my bad. Sorry for suggesting that.
Oh, I should worry about decking slightly. I only have 14 cards left.
I would keep plussing. I'm gonna plus or die trying.
We're going to fast mode, buddy. Attack for 5 every turn.
How did this Grove of the Burnwillows end up in our graveyard?
I was just doing things at random. I told you I was going to do things at random. Did you believe me? I guess you didn't.
We have any K commands left? We only have one in the main. Watch out for Price of Progress. That's a drawn game, Daniel. I'm ready to go to game 4. You down for a game 4, Jarvis?
Not really.
Is this game 1?
Yes.
Oh man, we are definitely gonna time out.
It'll be fine. It'll be less fine if my computer starts lagging. Alright, we killed them. Seems like some Pyroblast. Do you want Tarmogoyf or no?
No, I think the matchup is so much about Strix and Snapcaster Mage. You really want all your cards to exchange effectively. I think people in general cast their K commands pretty poorly in this matchup. I would bring in the Fluster. I don't like Surgical. And I think I like Spellbomb too. Edict is definitely bad. All the forces are bad. I don't really like Decay that much. It answers Liliana, but that is basically it.
I think I'll leave in 1.
I think that's reasonable. And I think shaving on discard spells is fine too. Just because the games go so incredibly long. They are good at pushing through Pyroblast, but they do become a liability sometimes.
I'm going to leave in Thoughtseize because it can take Jace and Angler.
Correct.
So I'm going to board like this and it seems fine.
Yeah. Daniel, I do think that Emrakul the Promised End is good against this deck.
Did you lose that? From Gerard?
No. Gerard just beat me and through powerful counterbalance shenanigans. And by that I mean he blind flipped me a couple times.
That is a shenanigan. But like, blind counterbalance is basically a shenanigan. Do you agree with that?
It is definitely a type of shenanigan.
Dude, this is a wonderful deck to stream with. There's so many shenanigans going on. Also, did you see that shenanigan is just Shatter with Dredge 1 now?
Oh yeah.
That's a real shenanigan.
Can't use that word anymore.
Dude, it's just like, what the hell? Do they want artifact strategies to be completely dead in Modern now?
I mean, Lantern was already like basically dead. I don't know if it's like.
No, but
Yeah.
if someone wants to beat you, you're going to just die 100% now.
Yeah, horrible death. It gets beaten by Pixels of Pandemonium.
Do you keep?
Honestly, it's close. Just because mulliganing is like so bad, but I think I would mulligan.
I guess, right? Like, alright. Dude, this sucks. Kind of want to be worried about, like, my P5s getting surgical, but whatever.
Yeah, it's definitely something that comes up. I consider trimming one for that reason, but it's still an important engine, and you can just beat it by like the usual ways that I'm sure you're aware of. You do the same things you do in
You
lands.
have to get multiple grows into play.
Yeah.
That's basically it. This deck cannot do it as effectively, obviously, because you don't have any
Correct.
that's in stages, but whatever. I was not going to go to 4 cards. I think the 5-card hand was like about as good as. Well, I guess it wasn't really that good, but like I think mulling to 4 is actually just a death knell. Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, I think that 5 was basically a snap keep.
The problem is our 5-card hand was our 7-card hand with 2 cards removed.
Do you think you should have kept your 7 then?
No. Well, I actually think it was close. But by the time I got to 5, I don't believe it's close anymore, is what I'm actually saying.
Yes, I agree with you.
If they Norse it, what do I do?
Probably
We just
cry,
have to take
but-
some risks, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would just punishment fire it. I don't think you can not let them impulse first, obviously. Okay, or not.
No, because what if they just hit, like, force?
You think they're just gonna force your punishment fire?
Oh, I guess that's not really a good exchange for them. Yeah, you're right. Ah, shit!
You gave them the info, Jarvis.
Do I concede?
You made the decision easy for them, probably. I don't think you can win.
Plus, they get to see our configuration. Alright, that was bad. You are absolutely right. Fortunately, we'll have enough time to finish this game.
So what do you think? What do you do to grind them out again?
Owned. Yes, I got owned by my bad play. Got owned by my mulliganing, too.
To be fair, he probably would have taken it as anyways, just because like the only way we win on so low resources is a card like Circular Extraction, or rather a card like Punky Fire, which Circular Extraction answers.
Agreed. Surgical Extraction confirmed unbeatable in the mirror. I don't think that's how that game played out, Daniel, but...
It's also not really a true mirror. I think they're supposed to have it in their deck for obvious reasons.
Yep.
No, I don't think it. I don't think counter surgical is worth enough. I mean, there's something to be said about shutting down the K-Command Snapcaster Mage engine, but I think in general it's too much of a liability. If you draw it in any of the early turns, it's so bad.
Thank you, Morphling 401. I think that deck is quite good. The Dreadhorde Arcanist Grixis deck.
Seems good.
It certainly beat our ass pretty hard.
I think it's what I would test first if I were to play this format.
I tested it enough to say it was good.
It's possible that Arcanist is just the Bob the deck always wanted.
I think so. It doesn't hurt you, which is
nice.
kind of a big deal. I think the deck that Bob is better than Arcanist is Grixis Phoenix.
Yes. I would wholly agree with that.
Dark Ornament's like borderline nuts in that deck, I think.
It's probably the best Bob deck I've like ever played. When I was testing that deck, I loved Bob.
Bob was really good in the deck. Do you play Badlands or C?
I think you want to ponder here, so I would just play Underground C.
If they fluster it, whatever.
Yeah, I mean that's an exchange that I'm not upset with.
Keep the cantrip, say go.
Always keep the cantrip. Yeah, I would pick Trop second from the top in case you wanted to draw that. Like if you got him, then they ended up discarding too many lands.
Too late. I think there's a swamp underneath it.
Right.
Which I'm not particularly interested in drawing.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing happens, you definitely don't want to draw either of them anyway, so it's okay.
How loose is this?
Honestly, not that loose.
I'm gonna do it.
Brainstorm is obviously very powerful. I think people don't counter it enough in general.
Agreed.
The fact that it was a turn Brainstorm means it's less good, but there's nothing threatening that they can hit that's blue on their second turn, and if it's going to prevent them from casting him to Turok, I think it's worth it.
We're going to take a little bit of damage, but I think that's okay.
I would gladly take 18 damage from that Strix. Basically, in the mirror, I only ever want to cast K-Command to make my opponent discard and buy back a creature.
Fair enough. Obviously, there are like corner cases where you want to kill like a planeswalker or something.
Right, of course. But I think killing creatures is usually a losing proposition. I generally try to navigate the game such that the creatures can trade with each other.
Do I Brainstorm? I know I have...
No, I would definitely wait.
But I don't want to draw the 2 more lands, I think. Should I just get a Trop then?
Did we shuffle those away already?
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
We did. Okay. Kind of want to brainstorm now. I have a lot of lands.
Yeah, I think brainstorming here is fine.
Yo, Morphling 401, thanks for the sub. I'm gonna put the Volcanic Island back.
Yep, that's fine. And I would fetch a crop and cast Preordain.
Pretty good,
Like
although
these cards.
I guess I just top both. Which one
Yeah,
do
I'm
I
gonna-
want in my hand?
I would put Leovold into your hand just because we have K command to get it back if something was to happen.
Wasn't gonna cast any of those. I think it's not worth it. Behind by 5 minutes, which sort of sucks, but whatever.
Yeah, 9 is a lot though. I'm not too worried.
Ooh, they missed a land drop. Sort of good. What do you want to do here?
I think I want to cast Ponder first.
Off C, I guess.
Yeah, that's fine. And then likely we're gonna Leovold, let them blast it so that we can K command on the way back. Yeah, I like this. So I think I would draw the Delta this turn, then Spellbomb next turn. And my plan here is to go Leovold, let them counter it or kill it, and then K command it back with Spellbomb in play, so that we can't get like Snapcastered and then play it again.
Whoa, what the hell is this art?
I don't know, that's kind of sick.
Yeah, that actually looks really cool. I've never seen it.
Alright, if this is going to be their play, then I might...
Fortunately, jamming Jace is not even that good.
No, it's not great. I still think I would just say go. My lifestyle is still pretty healthy here.
Do you want to play Spellbomb first?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Don't think it really matters which land I tap to play that, as long as I have red-black up. Guess it could hypothetically matter a very small amount, but whatever. So the plan is still to make them discard and bring back Leovold?
Yeah, I'm not too worried about life total yet. I think I would rather just get the value. Ooh.
This is
Alright.
going to make things a lot harder.
Definitely does. I think...
That's like a weird card for them to have in their deck, right? Because they sometimes have one, but...
How do we want to navigate this then? I think it's likely that we're going to want to shock this Lily.
I feel like it should actually be Shock, Lily, kill, Snap, play, untap, play Jace.
Well, I hate that. That's just so all in. They have like any... Like if they have another blast or something, then we just have no resources. I think I would cycle Spellbomb. No, you don't need to do that. I think I would just shock Lily and get back Leovold, and then discard the Brainstorm, and then plan to play Leovold and force him to Edict. And then we go to 9, and then they have no Lily, and then we have like +4 cards at like Strixes and stuff to combat the battlefield, and we still have Jace in hand. I think that's our best line. Again, you should have let them discard before doing this.
Oh, that's fair. I'm discarding Brainstorm.
Yeah. It's a complicated board state for sure.
I'm slightly worried because all these things are going to take time to execute, so I was just trying to speed it up. Discarded him. That could have been really backbreaking, actually.
Yeah, I am shocked that they didn't just cast that.
Does that change anything?
No, we knew we were going to draw that. Just cast Leovold. Question is if you want to protect Leovold from the Edict with Snapcaster, leave up C for the spell one. I don't think we do. I think we just let it happen. Oh, they had an blast. All right. It's fine.
So I have to cycle Spellbomb, then discard a card to the Liliana.
Yep. And then I think we're going to end up Snap K commanding the next turn.
Fair.
So Liliana's also shredding their hand, so it's not like the worst thing.
So our life total only really matters when it's actually at 0 in these matchups. You can basically
it matters a little bit higher than that because they could have Lightning Bolt and K command.
Sure.
But I think in general, like, I'm much more liberal with my life total in these matchups than a lot of people I play the mirror against, just because, like, I find people, like, shock creatures a lot with K command, and I think in general that's not a very good play. The matchup is so attrition based that doing stuff like that when you can just trade creatures instead is pretty bad. Angler is really tough to beat in this spot.
Yeah, we don't have any edicts in our deck, so it's gonna be.
Oh, we have Strixes to trade with it.
I guess maybe I was supposed to cycle the Spellbomb with the fetch on the stack to play around this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think because we're going to do that this turn anyways, we should have done it earlier to play around this.
Well, still going to do this now because... What's our top card?
You don't know it?
So what's my plan now?
I think you need to get rid of a Snapcaster here.
Alright. They discarded K command. Hell.
Scary.
What's their last card then? Do I even play this land out?
Do you want to discard it?
Yeah. So what's my plan? Snap.
Snap K command, block their snap. We might be far enough behind where we need to block Gurmag and then shock their snap, get back snap.
All right.
And then untap and Jace minus on their Gurmag.
I feel like I'm gonna die if they're discarding cards like that, but I can't do much about it, obviously. They might have like a surgical in their hand actually, which I'm actually well. I guess I'm not okay with it, but it is what's gonna happen.
I think it's pretty crazy to keep surgical over K command when you're this far ahead.
So you want to block Angler?
I think you have to. I'm not happy about it, but we gotta survive here. I'm trying to engineer a board state where we can go Jace minus on Gurmag and it doesn't die immediately.
Ain't gonna be easy, that's for sure. Do I get... Doesn't matter.
No, you can just get an island, I guess. You don't need to. Just get bulk. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Liliana is very good in these decks. Part of the reason I cut it from my deck when I was playing this deck.
No, whoops. I need to turn Snapcaster, kill Snapcaster.
You just often don't want to plus Liliana in these styles of strategies.
That's a good question. Why doesn't he like flip?
I am not going to speak to Gab's blue-white deck building decisions.
He's just correct all the time. That's the answer.
I'm not going to begin to attempt to understand it. If I were to play blue-white, I would try that, but That is not something I am currently interested in. I think he just likes it because it's a wall of women that can attack Narset and Teferi. I think that's just the main reason.
Yeah, imagine if they had a K command to rebuy the snap. How could we ever win?
We couldn't. K command's just the best card in the mirror.
They didn't activate it this time. That means we're fucked. I have to Jace here though, right?
Yeah. We're letting ourselves get spell pierced. Nice. Are you saying that we have a chance this game, Jarvis?
I don't think we have a chance. Was I supposed to play that land?
I don't think so. It's fine. We might need the extra mana. We need to get pretty lucky to win this game.
They just had another K command. That would actually make sense. That's bad. I feel like I'm actually just going to die to that Snapcaster.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very difficult base to beat.
I agree, Ved. Worried about time. Worried about everything. We just kind of demolished this game. I don't even understand what happened. Where did it all go wrong? It is game 3. If I get to a winning board state, I think I could probably navigate enough combat steps to win. If it had to be punching fire only, I don't think I would have enough time. I might. It would be close, but...
Are these Ravens crying? They're just casting Lightning?
Yeah, actually, like, it seems pretty good for them to do that here, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's kind of random. Just Brainstorm, I guess. Like, what's the benefit of doing this now as opposed to any other time?
Well, now I get to discard this land and this Pyroblast, probably. Actually, I guess I want to keep the Pyroblast on top of my deck. So
we only have to discard one card.
Well, they're going to plus Liliana, right?
All right.
So I'd rather discard both of these, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Dude, I fucking called it.
Out here discarding Ponders.
Try Snap. Cantrip? Just gonna do something.
You need to find like a Leovold. I think that's the way that you could get back into this, theoretically.
So I should Snap Preordain probably then.
Ponder sees more, right? Because you know you have to discard the top one to the bottom.
Sure.
Alright.
I'm gonna actually steal the Strix.
Might still be in this.
Because then if they minus on me, I can sacrifice that.
Yeah.
And also, like, that could just attack the Dack anyways. Nice value play at 3-mana control magic.
Also gains a little bit of life. Can't discount that.
Yeah. Man, if they just had a bunch of K commands in their hand still, I would be so dead.
Like I said, K command's the best card in the mirror, and they just plus their Lily and discarded it, so you can.
And they also discarded a Ponder last turn to empty our hand.
They also just cast one as a Raven's Crime.
They dealt us 2 damage.
All right, half of Lightning, round it up.
Dude, Lightning would be so sick in these mirrors. What the fuck?
Skilled.
Right. I guess I'm dead now. Like, I think I'm actually dead now.
I liked when Death Ray was legal because I could play 4 K commands and 4 Snapcasters.
Are they gonna attack my Dack or me?
Tough choice.
You can buy back the Bulb Lightning with K command. Maybe they'll plus Liliana and make themselves discard a card. Dude, Hydroblast, that's so good here. Alright. That was sad, Edgar. I'm very sad.
That was pretty sad.
I spewed off all my valuable rating points.
Well, you got plenty of play points from when you chose to
no.
crack a bunch of chests.
We're talking about rating points. I lost 55 tonight.
Oh wow, you're above 1900. You're a powerful wizard.
I won a lot. Okay, if you were to rebuild this deck, how would you change it? Probably play...
Honestly, being completely honest, I think you don't need to play the green anymore.
Okay.
But if you were to play it just like still as a 4-color deck, I think you need to find a way to combat the Grixis decks and the Planeswalkers more effectively. That probably means Lightning Bolt. But I think I would be experimenting with just straight Grixis control.
Or this deck.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a completely different deck, though.
It's true. This card was bad. I suggest people not play that card.
Well, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, Thoughteize is great. The one problem with this deck was you should have played a 9th fetch instead of the 4th C.
Okay. Yeah, you wrote about that in your blog post, right?
Yeah, you read it? Thank you, Edgar, for giving me a click.
I wish I could unclick.
What?
What?
What? I don't even know what you said. I just assume you're trolling me.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I won't worry about it. Where's my blog post? I guess I'll link into the chat. I think this deck is downright degenerate. Well, degenerate is probably the wrong word. I think it's very good.
Seems pretty powerful. We did get ranked by it.
Dude, those games were not fucking close. Oh,
yeah.
Part of the reason was your removal spells line up really poorly versus this, which is a huge problem. But also, I think the deck is just like pretty consistent. 10 cantrips is a lot. Then you get to start casting them. Then you get to go ballistic with Pyromancer.
No Pierce kind of makes me a little scared, but
they're still lurking.
Alright, true.
But also, just like Pierce doesn't play that well when you want to curve discard into Arcanist. That was my assertion when I built this deck.
Yeah, I mean the discard spells are obviously way more powerful.
You're going to run Pierce. Well, I'm not going to say I think I'm always right, because I'm clearly not, but I do believe I'm correct about this.
Fair.
Often I'm wrong. And you know what? That's the beauty of Magic. People can have different opinions, and some things can be right for other people that are not correct for other people.
True.
Such as, I cannot play that 4-color control deck by myself, I think. J-Cho, I would pronounce it Magallanes.
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 You got worse.
I got worse. Wow, that's impressive. I was like, alright, then I got worse after you pronounced it.
Yeah. It's a difficult thing to do, Jarvis.
It is. Also, one thing that's actually pretty common to do with this deck is go discard spell, then Arcanist, then play Pyromancer to turn after, and you get so many triggers.
Oh yeah, true. That sounds kind of sick. You don't even need a third land.
Yeah, you don't even need a third land. Well, I guess you do, but you don't.
Well, now Daryl's in your chat trolling. He was trolling my DMs, and now he's trolling your chat.
Yo, what's up, Daryl? Josh, I don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced. It's pretty hard. But I would replace this card with the 4th Thoughtseize.
Powerful card.
And the rest of the deck is basically perfect, so just play it as it is. That's true, Forked Bolt. For a while, I had it going back between Forkbolt and Fatal Push. Daniel,
What about Wild Slash?
why would I do that?
Kill Crewing Nemesis.
Okay. Okay, I forgot I had the Skullcrack claws on it.
Come on, Garrus, you gotta think about these things.
I actually died to a ferocious Wild Slash as lands. Do you know why?
Glacier Chasm?
Yeah, get fucked Glacial Chasm.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah. I forget who did it to me, but it was really, really, really sad. I bet Daryl just lives to try to do that to someone.
No, he hasn't played much Wild Slash. I think he had it for a bit, but he has been casting some thick Tarmogoyfs, some Rug Delver action.
What about this fellow?
Yeah, that one's good too. That one climbs right over True Name Nemesis.
This is the best ape that you could ever play in Rug Delver.
I'm not gonna speak to that.
Alright, I'm gonna call it quits. Unfortunately, the stream didn't go great, but we learned that that deck is not good anymore. I feel like I can say that with certainty now.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate because the deck's a lot of fun, but I had a hunch that was going to be the case.
But it's okay. I was okay spewing for the viewers, and that's indeed what I did. I spewed a bunch.
All for the fans.
Yeah, I do it for the fans. I have so many of them. Don't. Oh, Shop played your deck. I had a feeling the deck was bad, and I was just getting very lucky with it. Well, that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, he like top 8'd and then won some Toronto tournaments past couple weekends. He was playing it, but yeah, I think it's probably not the time.
All right. It looks like Rich is streaming, so I'm going to support our fellow Blue Chat member because Blue Chat's freaking great. What do you think of that?
I do like that. I am a fan of the Doctor.
The Doctor is great. He's playing some vintage, probably some spicy deck, and I'll send you all his way. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back next week sometime. See ya.